Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. It is Zenit versus Chelsea. We will be going through the team news. We will be doing our preferred 11. We will be opening up them lines. We will be debating who should be starting, who shouldn't be starting. We'll probably end up debating each other or arguing with each other like most streams that we end up doing on GNA TV. But it is what it is. So continue to hit them likes, guys. Let's try and get to 40 likes as quickly as possible. Over 10 of you here already. So continue to smash the like button for GNA TV. Before we move forward, let's cue that intro. Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. And we are about we're about 4.5 hours away from kickoff. 4.5 hours away from Zenit versus Chelsea. I think it's a little bit more than that, actually. 4 hours and 45 minutes before the game starts. And what a place to start. GNA TV, 4 hours before, talking about the team news based on Tuchel's press conference, talking about our preferred lineups, all the usual stuff that we do on a normal preview, allowing you guys to get involved as well. Keep getting involved in the chats, keep hitting them likes. The lines will be open in about 30 minutes time. As you always know, I have the routine of talking, as I do. But there is over 20 of you guys here right now. I hope you guys are having a very good day. Get comfy. Get yourself a nice drink, snacks, lunch, whatever it is, dinner, wherever it is that you may be in the world, depending on your time frames, time zones, shall I say, time zones. So, yeah, big up to all of you guys in the chat. Let's see who's in the chat before we delve into everything else. Matty K is in the house. He says, big up, Chelsea fans. Big up to you. Big up to Declared. He's welcome to Moscow. Yeah, tell me about it. It is going to be freezing tonight in Moscow. That could play an effect on our team's performance today. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me twisted. I don't expect to see any player running around in just a T-shirt. I expect long sleeves and gloves tonight. That's what I'm expecting to see. It's going to be... We're going to talk about it because Tuchel has really dropped some bombs. Absolute bombs in terms of the team news. A lot of players are out. Players that we thought we had back. Players that we were being told were coming back in. Now we're being told... No. Now we're being told that we are going to be very limited going into a game that we need to win. This is still an important game. We may still sit top of the group, but we still have to finish it by winning it if we want to stay first. Because Juventus will slap Malmo tonight, I reckon. Right, maybe not slap, but they might beat him 1-2-0. So we've got to be ready. Thank God for heated stadium is what Mayo's saying. Big up to you. Big up to Undertaker CFC. This is big up, Jim. Watched the youth game this morning. Yeah, I didn't, unfortunately. I was out and about. Jeremiah's in the house. This is big up, Jim. Big up to you, my guy. Nice to see you. Strip Bear. Big up to Strip Bear. She says, show the love, boys and girls. Please subscribe if you haven't already to the channel and favour and hit the likes, as you already know. Big up to Dev. And thank you to Strip Bear for that super sticker donation that she's already contributed to. So big up to her. Thank you very, very much. So we are going to delve into things. And I want to start off by quickly looking. Would help if I had the right screen up, wouldn't it? Quickly looking at the table. Because we are sitting pretty at top. We are and have a better goal difference. We have both beaten each other at our home grounds. Juventus beating Chelsea at home. Chelsea beating Juventus at home. A win would make sure Chelsea finish first. A draw could potentially see Chelsea finishing second. Now, there is a couple of good teams that are still finishing seconds in the likes of PSG, might I just say. So it could be challenging still finishing first. You could still, in fact, pick up a very hard team finishing first. That's what I'm saying. So, but it's still always good as a rule in the Champions League to always finish top of the group. That's the rule, isn't it? You always assume that it's the better way forward, especially when you're progressing through the tournament. So we do need maximum points today. And we're up against a Zenit team who are going to be going into the Europa League, but may have a point to prove. Now, I remember the first game round at Stamford Bridge. It was made very hard. It wasn't easy to watch. It wasn't enjoyable to watch as well. It was not enjoyable to watch. And it's going to take everything in Chelsea's power, without all the injuries that we have, to turn up and put in a performance in a ground that is going to be, from what I'm being told, is in the minuses at the moment. -5, 6 pluses. It's going to be blitz over there. So it's a big game. It's a massive game. Big up to Nick Blue in the house. Big up to VJ. Strip Bet saying a 1-0 would do. I agree. A 1-0 would do. I'll take a 1-0 all day and just get out of it. It's definitely not going to be as straightforward as people think. But we will delve into the game a bit more a bit later on. This is going to be a win for us. Maybe not as dominating as you would expect, but we should still win the game. Even with all the injuries, VJ, that we currently have. Is anyone in the chat kind of worried about the injuries that we've been told by Tuchel? And obviously, Kovacic getting COVID. We'll delve into it. But we have more attacking midfield, seemingly. That's true. It will be -13, is what Undertaker CFC saying. -13 in Moscow. Rah. That is peak. Let's delve into the team news. It's worth delving into Thomas Tuchel's press conference, not only from yesterday, but from today as well. There was something that he was talking about. But before we do that, let's go into what we heard yesterday. And yes, Mateo Kovacic has been tested positive for COVID. Now, this guy has been injured for how long? Why couldn't he just, no offense, I don't wish any COVID on anyone, but if you're going to get COVID, why not get it while you're injured? Why get it when you get fit and you're back in training and we need you? And we do need Mateo Kovacic in that midfield at the moment. Jorginho getting a lot of games. Even question marks around him, because across Twitter, there's been reports that Jorginho hasn't even been training. Wasn't seen in training. Now, is that Tuchel maybe saying he needs to have a rest? He doesn't need to train. We just need to rest his legs because we're going to have to use him today, which could be the case. Or is he just not available? But the one thing for sure is Mateo Kovacic is out. N'Golo Kante is out still with that knee injury. N'Golo Kante remains sidelined with a knee issue, whilst Jorginho has been forced to play through pain off a back niggle and will now miss the trip. Oh, now he will miss the trip to Zenit. Okay, that shut me up. I didn't know that. So no Jorginho. This is going to be an interesting show today, isn't it? This is really going to be an interesting show today, especially when we do the 11. No Jorginho, no Kante, and no goddamn Kovacic. At least one of them. I mean, Kovacic. Do you know what I mean? Like that for me. That's our three most important midfielders gone. Now, what you do? What's Tuchel going to do? Is he going to stick to the 3-4-3? Is he going to tweak the system? Will we see a system change tonight? There's a lot of things that could happen, and we're going to delve into all that. We're going to look at the lineups and the potential setup of the game and how I think Tuchel might set up in two different styles, not one today. The reason I'm not only doing one today is because of the amount of injuries that we currently have. I think he could do two different things. And I might be wrong. It might not even be them two things. We'll have to see. We will have to see. What are people saying in the chat? I see the boss saying rest. But what is Cover been doing hanging around at White Hart Lane? Smash the likes is what Bex is saying. Big up to Bex in the chat. We can also just subscribe to the Discord channel as well, guys. We've got 10 minutes in, over 30 of you guys here. Make sure that you continue to smash the likes. As always, the lines will be open later in the show for you guys to get involved. We are pending, 4 hours away from kickoff. So, yeah, it's again Sal and Ruben Loftus-Cheek is what he's saying there, Mr. VJ. Is Christian okay for this game? Christensen. Or is he about Pulisic? I think Pulisic is okay from what I understand. Gilmore is my favourite. She's Scottish. Big up to Strip Bear. Heard any news about Christian that you are worried at Matty? I haven't heard anything about Christian Pulisic, to be honest. Nothing that's caught my eye. But that is the big news, really. We already know that Ben Chilwell's out. We've lost Kovacic, who's due to COVID. Jorginho's not involved. Kante's still out with knee. However, we do still have, for the first time, a fit forward line. I don't see anything else here saying about not having any injuries with Ziyech or Pulisic. So he's quarantined for a few days. So he's a setback for Kovacic. He's missing the Zenit game, but there's a good opportunity that he may be coming back into the next fixture, Premier League fixture that we have on the weekend against Leeds. I'm not happy only as the manager, but yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. There's been talks about Edouard Mendy in the press conference as well. Is he suffering from a lack of confidence? I just think it's a little blip. I think blips are allowed. I think players are allowed to have blips, and I think he will come back strong. And I expect him to start today. There's no reason why Edouard Mendy shouldn't start. So there you go, guys, right there already. No Kovacic, no Jorginho, no Kante. Who is going to play in the midfield? We are going to go through that lineup, that preferred lineup. I want you guys to get involved in the chat as we go through each position. I want to know who you think should play there. Now, like I said to you guys, we usually do one. I usually do one. Today, I'm going to do two different types of systems that I think potentially we could play later on today up against them. The ladies be on right after. Well, that's a good point, because Charlotte did tell me, Strip Bear, that she was doing the watch along. So I do need to double check that with her. Thank you for reminding me of that. So I will double check. Unless she's late for work, we'll check. So there is potential that the Chelsea ladies and Juventus ladies will be later on as well, which we might be doing a watch along for. So we'll keep it going. Mendy is God, is what Strip Bear's saying. Jem, could the lack due to confidence be because of missing out on both the awards to Donnarumma? No. He can't be that mentally weak. I know it sounds really stupid, but you cannot be that mentally weak. Surely not. You can't be that annoyed. Just come back stronger. Just show people why why you should have been picked. Big up to Redneck in the house as well. Good shout out to him. Yeah, it should do. It just depends on whether she's working or not. I will drop her a text, actually. Thanks for reminding me that. I'll do that a bit later just to make sure, because we do have to prepare it and stuff. But thank you. All right, guys, continue to smash the likes. Over 31 of you here right now. Need to get to 40 likes, please, as always. If you're new to GNA TV, please subscribe. We are now on the road to 3.5k subscribers. I know there's 3.4 before it, but 3.5 is the middle mark for us. Don't think it's a lack of confidence, just a bad day at the office, simply, is what Bex is saying. Bex, I want to see you on here today. You can get your laptop connected, get it ready. The link will be out very soon for you guys. In terms of this game, what did Chelsea need to do from Jem's perspective? Now, when you think about Jorginho, Kovacic and Kante, having them in the team allows us to be better defensively. Unfortunately, today we've got players that will be playing in that position that ain't great defensively. Maybe moving forward better. So that tells me that we have to dominate possession. Something that we do quite a lot. Keep the ball well, dominate possession, hold the ball. Just keep it. Because the more Chelsea don't have the ball, the more I'd be worried in this type of game. -13 in Moscow. It's going to be cold. Just get them running around like nutters. Keep the ball well. And if Ruben is going to play in the middle, and we're going to do that in a bit. If Ruben plays, if Sal plays, if Mount plays there, if even Ross Barkley plays, at least it allows them not to have to do too much defensively. And we're all going to have to work hard today. Today is about a preferred 11 that are going to work hard, especially in the fact that we're missing Kovacic, Kante and Jorginho. They're going to have to run. They're going to have to get stuck in. And we're going to need a team or a structure that can do that and accommodate that. And I know it's hard when you haven't got 3 players that do that quite a lot for your team, but we're going to have to accommodate it. We're going to have to find players to play it. And that's the most important thing to me. Pressure. When we haven't got the ball, win it back quickly again. Be in their face. Try and, keep the ball, control the game, be confident. Don't allow them time to build up confidence. They are at home. They will have a go. I don't expect them just to be sitting back like they did at Stamford Bridge. I do think they will defend, but they will play to go and score. They will have a go. They've got nothing to lose. They're going through in the Europa anyway. So we have to be careful. We have to eliminate the unnecessary individual mistakes that we make ourselves in games. And I keep saying it. When Chelsea lose games or draw games, it's not because a certain team is playing better or doing better. It's a lot of the times the lack of concentration from our end, us giving the ball away, not being on point, not, we have to be focused. We have to be focused. We have to move the ball quickly. We have to shut down. We do that, we'll beat them. We will beat them. But Tuchel's instructions have to be, you have to start off fast. You have to start off quick, get in their faces, make it hard. That is the kind of game we're going to need today from our team. We need a good performance, guys. We need a good performance. Don't know why I've still got team news up. Let's remove that. But let's delve into it. I know Josh is in the house. Big up to Josh in the chat. Big up to Emma Hayes on another trophy. Yes, big up to Emma Hayes again. Breaking records over there. Big up to her. You're brilliant, chat. You show the channel it back. Big up to you, Strip Bear. Score goals and hi, Jim. Come on, Chelsea. Back to Ian Spence. Nice to see you in the house. Mount plays the 8 is what Strip Bear's saying. Chelsea ladies are on fire is what Nick Blue is saying. I think it'll be difficult for us to get a result tonight, Vernon. Why, Vernon? What is it that you're worried about specifically? Is it the lack of midfield options that we have? Every small super chat helps build the channel. So if I have a little spare, thank you, Strip Bear. Big up to Strip Bear. She's a big supporter of this channel, donates heavily as well. Thank you very much for doing that. And like she said, it does help. It does help massively for the channel. Big up to Noah as well. Says big up, Gems. Big bro. Question: do you want to see some youngsters to see if they are good enough for the first team? Yes, but the ones that are on loan, it's a bit of a tricky one. Billy Gilmore was at Chelsea still, and we didn't bother sending him off to Norwich. Then he would have played tonight. I just still ain't happy that the fact that we let Billy Gilmore go. I know a lot of people saying, yeah, but he would have sat on the bench, this, that, and the other. How many injuries have we had since the beginning of the season to now with our midfield? We haven't had Kane. Kane's been in and out. It's getting worse. Kovacic got overplayed and got injured. Jorginho has now got it getting overplayed and now needs a rest and's got a little niggle and playing with an injury. We could have reverted from doing that if we just had maybe a Gilmore, someone that can naturally play in that position, or someone extra. Ruben's not. He's doing well there, but consistently, I'm still not sure. He let me down against Man United, and he let me down against Watford when he was called upon. So let's hope the team play like Chelsea girls from now, mate. Honestly, the Chelsea women are on fire. Some of the finishing that they do as well, I don't even see our forwards doing. I'm not even joking. I mean, Sam Kerr, that goal that she scored in the FA Cup where she lobbed the goalie, what a goal. Honestly, I don't even think I can imagine anyone in our team, barring maybe Havertz, doing that. Honestly. Big up to Emma Hayes, future CFC's man's team manager. Get her over it, man. Get her over it. Man at right centre midfield. And right, let's get into it. Over 40 of you guys here, 20 minutes in. Keep getting them likes up. The lines are going to be open shortly. I want your thoughts and opinions as always going into this game. Are you worried about tonight's game? We will delve into all that in a bit. But like I said to you guys, 2 systems today from Gem. And I'll do them as quickly as possible because I know I want to open up the lines as well. Mendy will come back in. I don't hear this thing of, well, in recent on social media, people talking about Kepa should come back in and why Mendy should be dropped, because he's not in form, this, that, and the other. What sort of nonsense is that? Honestly, I've never heard anything like it. Like, a little blip. He saved us more points than what he's actually lost us. He's had one little moment. I don't even blame him for the last goal against West Ham. Just a freak. Like, I don't know, man. I just think people are so reactionary, especially the Chelsea fan base. It's funny as hell. We move on. In terms of the 3 at the back, I want Thiago Silva to be rested, but I've got a feeling he's going to play. So I would go with, because obviously we have no Chalobah. Why can't I spell this guy's name right? All right. I would go with Andreas Christensen. Thiago Silva. Doing this quickly for you guys because the defence for me is what it is. And the man who is leaving Chelsea Football Club, apparently, Antonio Rudiger. That's the four that I would go with. Yeah, Rudiger leaving Chelsea seems more and more like ever. Apparently, his brother has slowly agreed something in the backs with Real Madrid. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've been hearing all over social media. How true that is, I don't know. But we'll have to start looking though. January Chelsea will have their targets in place with when he's gone. Kundes, the Litz, whoever it is. The the Cesalis, the Cesalis. You know what I mean? It's gonna be interesting. There is no Trevor, is there? Did Trevor travel? Is Trevor Chalobah fit? Can anyone confirm in the chat? I didn't hear anything about Trevor Chalobah. I'm not too sure. No, I think we've still got enough to play rather than play the youngsters on that one. No. Is Chalobah fit? He isn't fit. I thought he wasn't fit. Trevor is off. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, cool. Reece James, who, well, there ain't anyone else really that can play in that position. Reece James. Um, then we'll Ruben. This is how I think we're going to do it. If we're playing a 3-4-3, this is how I think we're going to do it. But I'm going to switch it as well because I'm going to show you what I think we could possibly do. And next to him, this is where it gets me. I think he's going to play Mason Mount. I've just got this weird feeling that Mason Mount's going to play there today. And I've got a weird feeling that this might happen as well. I've got a weird feeling that Alonso might not play. I'm just going based on what I think he might do. He might go attackive. He might know that we can't really afford to be defensive because we haven't really got a defensive midfield. We've got an offensive midfield. We've got a midfield that needs the ball. Keep the ball. I keep stressing it. Keep the ball. I can only just see us playing an offensive midfield, and this is offensive. Don't get rather than James that can do both. Just in the fact that we control the game better and maybe score a couple goals if we can quickly as possible. Just go for it. Literally go for it. This would not surprise me. Some people saying Cho, Ruben, Barkley, Sal on left wing back. Don't see that. Cho, we attack Mount. No, it's Sal left wing back. Really? I just don't see him playing there. I really don't see him playing there. What you think? Well, what you think? Reece James will switch with Callum Hudson-Odoi and play right wing back? I think he knows in his head that he needs to accommodate that left wing back position, and I think that's the issue at the moment. I think we don't. I don't. That's why I see him trying different things. He takes Alonso off in the second half. He brings someone on. I think he's trying to find. Someone to play in that position. And Bex is right. This lineup is so hard to predict. It really is. It's mind-boggling. It really is. In terms of the front three, I don't know. I don't even know if he plays. You know that. I don't really know if he plays. I'm. I am lost with today's with with today's lineup. Really am. I think Ziyech will play, and I think maybe Pulisic, maybe something like that. If not like that, yeah, I agree. Couch. He can't play. He can't play wing back. We say it a number of times. I think Lukaku has to play, but it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't. And the fact that he played the West Ham game, he shouldn't have. So if he didn't play, then you might see Havertz again. Is Havertz fit? He didn't say Havertz was injured, did he? Havertz, maybe even Werner, I forgot about Werner. Maybe even Werner plays there. Maybe we just go for it. Now that could honestly, it could be anything because we do have a fit forward line. That forward line could be a mixture of anything and anything, everything and anything. The midfield again for me, especially in the middle. I know Ruben's playing, 100%. Barkley, Mount, Sal, who could play there? Alonso could come in and play there. Maybe he will. The fact that he came off at half time, what was it? Or just over half time against West Ham. Maybe he does play. Maybe Cho then plays there and maybe Alonso comes in. Maybe we do this. I don't know. Is he injured, Alonso? Did he say? I haven't seen it. He didn't say he was injured again. He definitely didn't say he was injured. So he says he's got a chance to prove himself today. Who? What's good? Big up to Chi Chi. Hope you're well. Ziyech, Mo, and Mount and Lukaku is what he's saying there. I think we'd expect Zenit to sit back though, so we might see some more attackers on the pitch, is what Bex is saying. Cho wing back, better call Sal and hope he doesn't pick up. We're not used to a back four. We're just not used to a back four. Aspie left back. Why not use? Well, I'm going to get to that actually. Sorry, I am going to get to that. That's the next thing I'm going to do. I did say I'm going to offer you two systems, and we will delve into the two systems because if we don't play this system, I think there might be a good shout for this. Is it this? No, not this. Sorry, not this. This. But no, not this. Getting it mixed up. 4-2-3-1. You could do a 4-2-3-1, which is what it is at the moment, but it wasn't what I was looking at. I was looking more for a. But then we ain't got no one to sit, have we? But what if you go a bit more offensive and you play a 4-1-2-1-2 and you play like this? Ready for this? Watch this. What if we did this? Because the amount of injuries we got, we could actually tweak the system. Because James can play 4-1-2-1-2. Mount and James in front of Ruben. Or if you want James to sit there, you can play Ruben there. At the back, you can play Aspie. Right, this is what I think we should try and do. In the front line, I would play Havertz, Lukaku, because this is what we're saying he needs, or off the right. And then behind, have a Ziyech, you're saying. So you got like a 4-1-2-1-2. No? What are people saying? What are people saying? If we went forward at the back, like we are suffering in midfield. We haven't got the legs to get around the pitch. We haven't got the defensive capabilities to get around the pitch. What if we did switch it? And this is why I said two systems today. One being a 3-4-3 and the other one being a 4-1-2-1-2. So you have your four at the back because if they are going to sit, you don't expect too much the other way. But at the same time, you want to make sure that your team has most of the ball. Yeah, let's get them likes up, guys. That's not good enough. Come on, I need at least 50 likes. Please smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new to GNA TV as well. We're 30 minutes in. Continue to do that. I agree, but in an attacking sense, which he does well, he's left-footed. He can go into. Are you guys talking to each other here? Too complicated. We would never play that again. What, a 4-1-2-1-2? Eventually, I think we'll have to switch it. But why don't we just have James sitting? I know because he's a hybrid, he can do everything. But at least we've got some sort of protection to the back four. All right, Christensen or whatever. Maybe Alonso plays left back. I don't know. And you play Aspie over there. I don't know. I don't care. But At least Mount and Loftus-Cheek can get forward and get backwards and be offensively press forward when they have the ball. Allow James to sit in front of the four. Have Ziyech, Havertz, and Lukaku playing up front as a free, interchanging. But obviously, you want Lukaku to have someone as a two next to him and see if it works. See, maybe accommodate it. 3-4-1-2. I hear that, Couch. Let's have a look. I mean, I think this is the one time, and I'm not someone that loves fucking around with systems. Usually 3-4-3 all day. But I do think we need to start thinking about another system, a system B. You can have your system A, which is that 3-4-3. But why can't we just have a system B? Yeah, that works actually. 3-4-1-2. You know, and then what you do is you just take him out there. You put Mount in there, or whoever, or maybe you put Mount there. 3-4. No. You put Mount there, and then you put what, Alonso there, or Cho in there, and then you play them two up front, and you have Ziyech sitting behind. That looks more balanced. At least you ain't switching the three at the back. You got Loftus-Cheek sitting with someone, 4 in midfield. It is the same as a 3-4-3. All you've done is just pulled Ziyech deeper and allowed someone to play next to Lukaku. So rather than Lukaku being on himself and having players next to him, he's now got this. You've always got two up front. I mean, the 3-4-1-2 is interesting. Definitely an interesting one. 100%. Big up to Strip Bear. GNA TV supports both the men and ladies. We do. We try and bring you a bit of both. Everything Chelsea as well. Barkley in the 10. Stop it. Stop it now. We've got too many players that can play in that position. We're not having Barkley. I think we start the normal system and then have something in the bag if it does not work. But do we have something in the bag? That's my question mark. Is there something in the bag that we can do to switch the system? I do want to see two up front with Lukaku. Someone with Lukaku. Werner, Havertz, whoever. I'm not really clear. Is he injured? Is he confirmed injured though? Like, it doesn't really say. If he's injured, then 100%. Let's go offensive, man. I know you don't like playing there, but at least he's playing off the left as a left wing back. Everyone says, "Oh, Callum Hudson-Odoi is better on the left." There you go. Let him cut in. Let him be our producer down the wings. Between him and Mason Mount, going in the corners, linking up. Havertz comes into the box with Lukaku. 2 in the box. Ziyech just hanging around the outside of the box. Ruben just, covering this area. So if it deeps out, Reece James at the other end. I think that looks quite decent. That could work actually. That could probably work better than my 3-4-1-2-1-2 actually. Looking at it, because at least it still doesn't disrupt too much, other than a switch in terms of how they play it. Rather than having the 3 like that, you have the 2 up front. Definitely. Makes sense. Going to open up the lines for you guys to get involved and have your say, as we always do. We are about, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are 4 hours from kickoff. Literally 4 hours from kickoff, guys. Alonso is injured. Fair enough. I agree with Couch. Alonso made the trip. He did make the trip. If he makes the trip, he probably plays. Jen Barkley's playing, mate. Why is he playing? Strip Bear with a donation. Big up to her. She says, like your thoughts, just hope he trained them. Yeah. Listen, I'm sure Tuchel's thought about these opportunities to switch the system. Maybe it's getting to a point now with the amount of injuries that we currently have that we try something different. Maybe we do switch it. Do you know what I mean? Maybe we give ourselves something different. Thank you for the donation again, Strip Bear. Big up to you as well. Thank you very much. Havertz won a start probably as a sub. Won't start probably. Why? Why wouldn't Havertz start? If you look at how we started against West Ham in that first half, for me, that is how we have to play the game. We have to be offensively good, controlling the game, win the ball up high, and have movement, interchanging up front. I don't mind Lukaku playing, but I need to see him getting involved, getting stuck in, winning the ball back. He needs to work hard. I don't think Tuchel will risk Havertz in this game. I hear that. Then if you don't play Havertz, then put Timo up there. In play as a 2. I keep saying this guy needs to play next to someone off someone. It's better. Maybe we'll see a better Timo Werner. Maybe we'll start finishing more. We do need to win tonight. Over 70 of you guys in here already. Continue to smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Sorry, nearly 80 of you guys here. Subscribe to the channel. Let's try and get it done. Couch is saying Pulisic. I'm going to put the link in the chat for you guys to have your say. Still got over another, hour and a half of this as well. So get involved. 35 minutes in. I did say I'd open it up earlier for you guys as well. VJ says it's Timo time. I hear that. Definitely Timo time. I'd like to see Timo play tonight. Some people would say, no, we don't need Timo. But if we're playing it as we are there, then why not? Why not have a Timo? Why not have a Timo, Redneck? Why not have a Timo? Tell me.
What?
Why not have a Timo Werner?
Why not have it?
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you asking me?
You're so flaccid. You make me laugh. You're so serious all the time, Redneck. So serious. Redneck, 3-4-3, or are you expecting a system change tonight?
For me, we have so many injured players, so it's going to be like whoever, just throw it out there. Just go. Just make 11. We don't care what position, what system, as long as we make it.
Who plays in midfield for you then?
I think Saul is going to play on the left.
Yeah.
For Hudson. Oh, yeah.
Wow, okay.
And what's his name? I do think Mount and Ruben will play. No, I think it's going to be, what's his name? Barkley and Robin Loftus-Cheek.
Barkley and Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the middle. Where does Mount play? Are you playing a 3-4-3? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
What? So you think Mount will play?
Mount will play up top. Yeah. With Timo Werner and Kai Havertz.
Werner, no Lukaku.
Lukaku is not fit for 45 minutes, so that's the assumption.
Do we even know if Kai Havertz is fit right now? Because I've not heard it.
He made the trip, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he trained, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've gone for Sal on the left, Barkley in the middle, Loftus-Cheek. I'll worry about that midfield straight away.
Wow. That's scary.
That scares the hell out of me if he does that tonight. I tell you, oh my God.
I actually think Ruben and Reese will play in the midfield. That's my opinion.
Go on, Josh. What would you change then? Go on, Ruben.
I don't know. I agree with Alex. I think Sal will play at left wing back only because basically Tuchel said he's going to have an opportunity in this game to prove himself again. So, and I think that's where he'll play him.
2 or 3 press conferences keeps saying he's going to try Saul on the left.
Yeah,
one of them is going to make it.
I would put maybe Cal, something like that. But my front three would probably be Havertz, Mount, and Pulisic.
Havertz, Mount, and Pulisic. Okay. Oof. Okay. I hear that. I mean, the great thing I would say is that we have a forward line that is all fit, right? Even though the midfield is a nightmare at the moment in terms of players that can play, but we have got a fit forward line, so we could pretty much do anything, couldn't we? Really?
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of a game to try. I mean, I know we'd like to finish first in the group, but it's not like inconsequential. It is a game where we can try some stuff, at least try a player or two out in a different position.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it looks something like that, maybe. I
hear that. Do you, Josh? Do you worry about Zenit in any way? Obviously, minus 13 degrees. Out at the moment, apparently.
Yeah, the weather is a nightmare. I mean, I don't know how anybody.
Ask Redneck, he'll explain it to
you. Yeah, right. Russians don't care about the weather, man. I seen Ovechkin pumping his gas in -5 with shorts and a t-shirt on. Like they don't care about cold weather.
Yo, stop spreading lies, man. It's a climate control stadium. It's heat inside.
Is it? Is the floors heated?
Yes.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Uh,
It's still going to be
No, I
cold.
mean, obviously they'll pose a problem because they have nothing to lose, right? You said it earlier in the stream, like it won't be the same type of game where they need a point or something. Like they'll probably come out and try to play us. They'll obviously have a defensive shape because that's what they're good at. But they'll try to play us and score on us and give us problems because they don't really have. There's really no downside to them to giving us an open game. So
I hear that. I do hear that. Matty K, what you saying, bro?
I'm going to be the devil here. I'd go back to your old formation, mate.
What, the one that Couch said?
Yeah. I think 3-4-1-2.
Yeah.
Was that the one you had before?
Yeah, that's what Couch had. Yeah, I had a 4-1-2-1-2 originally, but yeah, go on. Anyway.
Yeah, we ain't changing no system.
3-4-1-2. But what would you play?
So my thought process is I think he's going to want to keep ball possession. I think you could see James in the middle with Ruben.
Yeah.
I think you'd see Mount on instead of. I think Mount would be where Havertz is, and I think it will be Havertz and Lukaku up top.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Pulisic, I don't think plays.
Who plays next to Havertz? Lukaku or Werner?
Lukaku.
yeah, we just saw.
I'll be honest. Between them
Lukaku's
three,
not fit.
yeah, between them three, I don't really know. To be honest, I don't really. I'd be happy with Lukaku, Werner. I'd be happy with. It doesn't matter which three you put up there. Any variation, I'd be fine with that. I think Lukaku will start though because I think he needs to start. I think he needs that game time, and not only that, I think he needs a goal.
Yeah. So you
Aspie? Well, this is my question. Right, I haven't seen anything about Aspie. Aspie's fit, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Because I'd be starting Aspie on the right.
Where?
On the right. I don't think Cho. I think if Cho starts, he starts on the left over Sal. All Sal starts. I'm not too sure about them ones, but I think Aspie on the right definitely. I think that experience and that control of the game. Like I say, we're gonna have a lot of ball possession.
Someone has a bad echo.
There's an echo.
Yeah, there's an echo coming from someone. Sorry.
If you're not talking, just mute yourselves, isn't it? It'll be better. Otherwise everyone can hear it.
So my thought process behind this is it's going to be cold because even if they've got heating, I don't think they'll turn it on to help us. So I think it'll be cold. I think we'll have lots of ball possession. I think we'll pin them back. I don't necessarily think you need this speed on the wings for this. I think it's going to be about game control, especially with the players that we have and the type of injuries we have. You don't necessarily want to risk players either. So I think it's going to be based out control. So I think with this, it gives you that control.
Yeah.
But you still have your danger. The only thing I think could possibly change in this system, or my variation is I think you could theoretically put James on the right, put Aspie in the back line, and take Silva out because this is what I want. But I still think
if he's
Silva
fit,
might
though,
get
I just
rested.
don't think he gets dropped. I think Silva always gets played. I don't know. I agree. I think he could rest him.
I agree 100%. But there's how can I say it? There's a difference going to Moscow and playing and then coming back for a game on Saturday. I think you don't risk him unless you need to.
First of all, it's not a Moscow. Second of all,
St. Petersburg.
I'm not with it today.
It's a climate control stadium. So get your heavy jackets off the players because they're gonna be fine.
No, I mean, I wouldn't turn on the heating if I was them.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. I hear that.
Hey, Redneck, acting like you've never seen snow before, man. Like, get over it, man.
Go on, Couch. What are you saying, Couch, about this? What
Man,
Chelsea need to do tonight with all the injuries in midfield?
Anything could happen. Let's be honest, but I can't see Sal Niguez playing left wing back.
Okay.
Like, if he can't, like, this is a game where he should be playing in his preferred role. Like, let's be honest here. Like, we're gonna put Reece James in the midfield when we have Sal Niguez on the pitch. That makes no sense to me. You know, as much as I agree that he hasn't really been good there, I don't understand why you play him somewhere else that is probably more demanding and expect to get a performance out of him.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to take him out of his preferred role and play him somewhere where
I agree.
We need him to get up and down the pitch. We need him to overlap. We need him to do all these things. And you think he's going to be effective there? I can't see that, man. So I put him back in the midfield with Ruben. I know it could be. We did try this at the end of the West Ham game, I think the Watford game, where we had Callum Hudson-Odoi there.
Okay.
At the left wing back position.
Yeah.
Whether or not that works, another discussion, but it's needs must right now. If we're really thinking about resting Alonso, I can't see Sal Niguez being the guy that goes in there. You know, so I put Callum.
Yeah, go on.
And I'd take off Mount.
Yeah.
And I'd put Barkley in there.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Ross the boss.
Barkley.
Wow.
Reason being, like, honestly, being is simple. We got a game that's going to require a lot of legs on the weekend.
What, Ross Barkley? For the legs? All right, you mean for the weekend. All
right. So I don't want Mount having to run around here and then have to go play on the weekend and then run around again against this Leeds team. So we can all agree
there's a
that
chance Mount doesn't. There's a chance Mount doesn't play in this.
Yeah, I would play Pulisic too, but that's me. I think this is a game where it's less physical. Maybe am I right in saying that, Redneck? Where he won't be kicked around like Watford. He's gonna get kicked around.
He's gonna get kicked around.
Someone's got bad feedback again. Me and myself.
Is it me?
No, somebody else.
That's it. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, no. If he's going to get kicked around, then you keep him out. But if this is an opportunity for him to get minutes again, I would play him here.
Yeah.
But
the center back is for Zenit is the used to be Liverpool center back. Croatian guy. I forgot his name.
When you
Lovren, yeah.
When you look at obviously the players that we're missing in midfield, obviously no Jorginho, no Kovacic, and no Kante. Do you think the way that we should approach this game would be more of the fact that we need to control it more so? Like, do not allow them more time on the ball. Don't allow them to dominate the game. We have to, for 90 minutes, have the ball, because I just don't think defensively we'll be good enough to have like a 20, 30-minute period where we don't have the ball and we're having to defend, if that makes sense. Especially
I hear you. I don't think that we have the personnel to control the game though.
I think we should do the low block. We should make that we should play counterattacking style, like Daniel said yesterday.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But Daniel said that. Did you say that, Dan?
Yeah.
I hear that.
I mean,
I think, yeah, go on.
I like this team lineup. I just worry about that midfield. I really like this.
Though. Like who we have no.
True.
You know, like we have no options.
What can we do? It could be anything. That's the crazy thing. You just don't know with Tuchel, do you? It literally could be literally anything. Are we saying W? What are you saying?
Yeah, I'd play that team, but I'll put Vern up front.
Okay.
Actually, me too.
I don't mind that. I know Dan don't, but
with Havertz.
You guys clearly don't want to win this game, so yeah, I don't mind.
I knew it, Mo. Look, straight away.
You should have mentioned my name. I'm just sorry. Like, you guys don't want to win this game.
Werner and Lukaku is the answer, mate. Trust me. Go on, anyway. Let's go.
And I'll play Kepa.
Yeah, I think Kepa starts too.
Why?
He really doesn't want to win.
Why?
For two reasons. I think this is a game where you can play him, and then also I think he wants to give Mendy maybe a mental break.
Do we want to finish top, Josh?
Fam, they have a striker that's
I think we'd like to finish top. I don't know that given our current injury crisis that
it's still a winnable squad.
Who cares either way?
I don't think you rest Mendy here.
No, I don't.
I'm sorry. I get what you're saying. Like, give him a mental break, but I think you do more damage than good by dropping him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, but he could pose it to him like it's not really a drop. It's just a break. Like, he already said in the public that he's lost confidence. So like, I don't know that it can get much. I mean, when your manager says you've lost confidence, like, maybe you have a talk with him.
Yeah, but you don't want your manager to lose confidence in you, and I think there's a difference between the two. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, everybody's gonna have different opinions, and he could start Kepa. I could be completely wrong. I think Mendy has to start for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Mendy starts. I'm just saying that I think this is a chance. This is a game where you could kind of get away with playing him if you wanted to.
Fair enough. I hear that. Declared. What you saying?
What's up, everyone?
All right, mate.
All right. Well, I think me and Crouch went through this. Yeah, mine's very similar to Crouch's, just with Pulisic up front instead of Lukaku. And Best we have.
Werner.
Yeah, Lukaku's not fit to
No,
start this
Werner.
game, guys.
I'd rather play
Havertz.
Havertz.
Yeah.
Is Havertz fit though? He came off injured. I don't get it. Is he actually all right?
Yeah, but
or
if he's made the team, he trained, so I'm counting him as fit.
Oh.
When it comes to the wing back, Saul's never played there. He didn't like it at Atletico as well. No, I'm with Hudson-Odoi. If Alonso doesn't play, Hudson-Odoi has the experience, and he's been playing on that side as well now. So I think he would get in there before Saul. And we need Saul in the midfield. Barkley gets some minutes, and I think helps that middle three. Mendy has to play to quickly regain his confidence. There's none of this mental break at the moment. I think that's the best thing for him.
Where's
And yeah,
Barkley-
where's
Where's Barkley playing for you? Is he playing in the 6 or is he playing as one of the front 3?
it's very similar. He'll be in the front 3, but he'll be the one that drops deep. So it'll be like this as well.
Yeah. Okay.
But also another factor was I don't think Zenit are going to play their first team. They got one of their biggest games this weekend as well against Dynamo Moscow away, which is second. So this is nothing game, and that's probably one of their biggest games.
Can
They
we
might
just
rest players.
Can we just scrap the 3-4-1-2 and just say that we're going to play a 3-5-2? Because that's what it looks like to me. That's what we played before. It's not a 3-4-1-2. It should just be a 3-5-2.
Well, Barkley
Exactly.
will be given the free roll in this one.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't play Barkley to be honest, but that's.
Well, it's what
I know
people
you
said,
would.
Jim, that he's going to give minutes
That's
to
a
some people that
fact.
need it. So
Why
it
don't
looks like he's
Mason?
gonna
Why
play
can't
like a team
Mason
like
Mount
this.
play there? Why
Well,
can't
I'm just
Mason Mount
thinking
play there?
weekend, right? The weekend.
Yeah, it's a big day. Yeah, this I don't
Leeds.
know that you want to risk him in this kind of conditions either, man. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
obviously
the
they're all
freezing-
professionals,
the
but
freezing,
Hakim
the
Ziyech?
freezing conditions. The
Hey, Redneck, how many times have you said heated stadiums this week?
for the imbeciles.
VJ, what you saying, man?
Hey, Jam. I hope my audio is clear now. All good?
Mate.
Yeah.
Like your wallpaper as
All
well
right.
at the back, your background. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that is my channel's background. Anyway, so what I wanted to say was, first of all, I don't think so we're going to change the formation. The reason why I say that is because when Tuchel talked about this in the press conference, he was quite confident about the formation or the system that we were employing. He was more concerned about the players' fatigue or the players not being able to perform the system. So if he's not if he's not concerned about the system, I don't think so he's going to change the system. So I think we'll still be playing a 3-4-3. Which I'm not sure how I can explain with this particular formation, but I think we'll go with a front 3 with Hudson-Odoi, Ziyech, and Lukaku probably. The reason why I picked Ziyech is probably, you guys know, it's not that I have some bias with Ziyech. Of course, I like him, but he is good against Champions League teams. So I think probably Ziyech gets into this game. And I don't think so Ziyech is required for the Leeds game. That is also a reason why I picked him in this game, because Mount is required definitely in that Leeds game, because he's got to run, he's got to press high, he's got to do a lot of work in that particular game. So I think Mount comes in for the Leeds game and Ziyech comes in for this game.
Who plays the fullback?
Alonso's not fit, right?
Oh, I don't know. I'm assuming he is. If Havertz is fit, is he travelled? No, I'm sure
he traveled.
So
I mean,
Someone had to carry the bags, Jim.
huh?
Yeah.
Someone had to carry the bags.
Oh right, yeah, literally.
So if Alonso is fit, Jim, then he's probably going to play. If at all that doesn't happen, then we probably can. I think we'll see Pulisic and Show as well there 19 minutes.
Breaking news, guys! Breaking news. Inside the stadium is going to be 20 at Celsius when Chelsea play. Breaking news.
Redneck, you probably have to be repeating this for another. Yeah, you probably have to be repeating this for another 3 years.
So if you're gonna be frozen your nipples at the 20 Celsius, you're in the wrong sport.
Listen.
All right,
I would
and
like
the back three
to
as
go
well.
Moscow in Defender, Redneck. That's what I'm going to say in December. That's 100% not saying one day. But go on, VJ, what are you saying?
Well, don't go to Moscow. Go to Zenit. Go to St. Petersburg. It's a two different cities.
All right. With the back three, I think Silva plays this game. Christensen for the next, and I think Azpilicueta doesn't play this game. I think maybe we'll see both Silva and Christensen playing this game in the back three. The reason why I feel we'll not play with Azpilicueta is because the next game against Leeds is something where we don't have the recovery time. We probably have recovery, but not enough of training. So this is where I think, Aspilicueta needs a week's rest before playing a Leeds game, if at all he plays in that. So I think Aspilicueta is more required for the Leeds game than this one. So maybe Christensen and Silva plays in this game.
Fair enough. I hear you. 3-4-3 is what he's gone back to. Dan, I mean, system change or not? Do you think you'll stick to the 3-4-3, or do you think we need to accommodate not having the midfields of Jorginho, Kante, and Kovacic, and maybe switch it up?
Yeah, I think you need to accommodate for that. And Saul and Loftus-Cheek in midfield has that ever worked? It's just every time it's been terrible. Every time. And it's because of Saul. I'm sorry. He's just not. I think Couch talked about maybe he can't match the intensity playing left wing back. He can't match the intensity in center mid, which is probably the most intense, in the entire game. He can't handle it at all. He's so
Dan,
bad.
I agree with you. But why are you going to play him out of position and expect him to give you a better performance there?
Habibi,
you
see
don't.
what Atletico Madrid had to do. That's his
Atletico,
club that has known him for
he didn't
so
play that many
years.
games for Atletico Madrid at left wing back. Let's be honest.
No, he was playing left back. He wasn't playing center mid.
He played like a handful of games there. Like, it's not like he was always at left wing back for them. Like, it's not like he was like, and even still, like their role, how they use their wing backs is nothing close to how we're using ours. Like,
No,
it's
hold
a
on.
lot
I'm not
more
advocating
dynamic.
for him to play left wing back. I'm just not advocating for him to play center mid.
Well, he's got to play somewhere. That's what I'm saying, and I'm not saying
he doesn't.
center
He's
back.
a detriment to our team. Like,
Bro,
it's like,
you're
it's like
preaching
when
to the choir right now.
It's like when Bakayoko came to our team. Oh, we have to play him. No, we don't. We're gonna lose games because of this guy.
Yeah, Daniel, but we have to watch for his progress in the game, Daniel.
No, we don't gotta watch nothing. We have to
Well,
we have to make executive decisions for
this
Chelsea
is the
to
loan
win
fee,
games.
loan obligation. Remember what you told us?
Who, me? I told you.
Yeah, remember when we were talking about the loan players? You said that the team that was that you?
Come on, don't be obtuse. We're talking about we're talking about a 20-year-old kid, and this is a 28-year-old grown man. Like, you know what I mean? It's a little different when you're loaning that kind of player out. But with this guy, I think he's just a detriment to our team. I'd rather you play in a lone DM with Loftus-Cheek and have two in midfield like he did at the end, where he had 3 men in midfield and they figure it out. Then Saul in there, he's not good, bro.
Over and over again, bro.
Yo, Klasev, you haven't said anything this whole time since I started talking.
Bro,
Don't
like,
piss me off.
you know how Tuchel is? Tuchel's not going to
piss me
play a
off
fucking
today,
David
bro.
Moyes style, is he?
You haven't
Even
said a
David
word till I
Moyes has
started talking.
played.
Shut up.
Like, football is just such a fast, like, it's an English Premier League, like, you know,
I'm
like,
joking, bro. Go ahead.
every information, every detail changes after 3 months, and you're still fucking stuck up with 2000 formation.
Give us an updated formation, Classic.
I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what he just said.
I'm sure we could
Listen. It's a learning. Football is learning, right? Tuchel used to play
You should take your own advice.
Now he's playing with back 5 system because that's better for football. That's a modern football, right? So you keep on saying like we need to play David Moyes style. Like even David Moyes doesn't do that anymore. Even Gareth Southgate.
David Moyes though, like.
I'm not
Actually, what does
being
your
rude.
lineup
just say okay, Daniel. Let's move on.
No, I don't want to do that again because then people get mad at me. I want to really understand what he's saying. Like, I want to understand.
Klazarov, is Werder good?
Yeah, bro. Like, listen, I want to go on lineup. Like, when's my chance gonna come?
Yeah, go.
All right, yeah,
What's your lineup,
you're
bro?
right. You're right, bro.
Go on, Daniel, bro.
Yo, Jen,
All I heard was
what were you saying,
Klasref
bro?
going in. That's all I heard.
Yeah, Classic was about to give his lineup.
My bad. It wasn't even Jem talking. It was Couch. Couch, what are you saying, bro?
No, I'm good.
Daniel,
I'm good.
have you given your lineup yet?
Nah, you started talking when I was talking.
Go on,
Let
Dan.
Dan
Go on.
finish. Let Dan finish. Let
Yeah,
Dan
I'll let
finish.
you.
Go on, Dan. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, the lineup is fine. I just wouldn't play Saul in midfield. I think he's detrimental to our team. I'd rather play Barkley or anybody else in that role. Even though Barkley does lose the ball, he's much more aggressive, much more aware defensively than this guy.
Seriously, Jem.
What about Mason Mount, Dan?
Jem,
I mean,
seriously,
I hear
what's up
people's
with you and
arguments
Barkley?
about Leeds. I do hear that. Like, they're gonna run us off the freaking park if he's not, if we don't have him there. Since Conte is in there, Kovacic might not play because of COVID. You're gonna need somebody with super high energy to match theirs. So I get not playing him in this game, but that doesn't mean Saul should play, honestly. Because if we're basically giving up this game and say, you can basically have it. Because in
So
midfield, we're gonna control nothing, like absolutely nothing. I
are
have
we
no
are we
faith.
saying that that Ross Barkley has more energy than Sound gets? Is that what you're
But he
telling
has
me?
more. For me, he has more everything. I'm
Yes,
be honest. I'm gonna
What
be honest.
in a 6 role?
and it
And,
doesn't matter,
but
Ro.
that's why I wouldn't
Oh
play. I
come
wouldn't
on,
play a
stop
6.
it.
I'll try and play 2 up top and make it a midfield 3. Maybe
All
tactically
right, okay.
they'll understand that a little bit better. It'll be less difficult for them. And like I told Redneck yesterday, I'll counterattack these guys. There was
Yeah,
one thing saying, we might have difficulty
Yeah, I agree with this.
with our
and
back line and all that. No, they'll have.
there
I don't
is
think they
nothing
know what
more
to do with
funnier than give the team that plays counterattack and the possession.
facts.
It's
I don't
nothing
know if they know
funnier.
what to do with the ball if we give it to them.
Exactly.
Like if we say, you have 55-60% of the ball, I think they'll be lost. Like what should we do with it now?
Exactly.
They're not
Like the
expecting to.
plan
That's
will
why, are
crumble.
they? Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
expecting
and
to.
then we
Yeah.
just counter them, which we can, and so yeah, that's what I'll do in this game. If Jorginho isn't playing, Kovacic, Kante, Jesus, like, can we? I don't think we can control this game whatsoever. And Zenit, the first game was very, very difficult for us.
So are you guys saying in a game that we want to win, we just let them have the ball
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they don't have to win?
Manchester United have been playing this game for almost the last 14 games that they've played. They still managed to win some of it.
Do what?
I don't think that Zenit's going to fall into the trap that you think setting up.
Yeah.
listen, they're
Yeah.
at home. They're at home. They have nothing to play for but pride. Like them
Yeah,
sitting
but that's
back
what I'm saying. That makes
against
them more
us.
dangerous, though, doesn't it? Because they've got the freedom to just play how they want to play, and that's why I think, even though people saying I think they'll be very defensive, I think they will come out and have a go. They will look at the midfield and go, do you know what? That can be exploited. We can get them. So I just think it's not going to be as low block as people think it's going to be against.
I don't
It's
think
not
they
going to
can
be
keep
low block in
possession.
the back. It's going to be low block outside the box of
Yeah,
Zenit.
midfield.
It's going to be pressed in the midfield. It's not going to be pressed in the. It's a different kind of low block. It's going to be the same low block we had when they came to the Stamford Bridge. There's a different kinds of low blocks. You can be low block like Mourinho and just sit in the box. No, like Di Matteo and just sit in the box and don't let anybody in. Or you can press them a little bit higher and just low block them there.
Yeah.
So it's more of a mid block then.
Yeah, it's all going to be a little bit more mid block.
But you think they're going to play counter football tonight?
Of course they are. They don't have
That's
the
the only
team.
way they know how to play. Like that's what I'm saying. If they
That's
have,
not the
if
only
you
way,
force
but
them, I'm saying against us, they're not. If you force them to, if you force them to pass or try to pass the way we pass and play out the back and all that, they're not gonna do that. I
the
don't think they
problem
can.
is Tuchel will never give up the
Yeah, he's too
possession.
prideful for that. He's not gonna give it up.
So it's moot point. It was
Yeah,
just
all
a
right.
wishing thing.
Are we all in agreement that Romelu is not fit to start the game, like match fit?
When is he
Yeah, I
ever
don't know
going to
why
be
he's
fit?
not.
This is my
I know,
issue with it.
Jem, I have the same reservation, but like he doesn't look physically ready
Yeah,
yet.
but he's
Not
not going
like
to
he's
get
in.
fit. Wait a second. He's not going to get fit if he doesn't get match minutes. Like he
Tell
has
us.
to
Listen,
play
I
at some
agree.
point, but you
I
can't
agree,
just-
but
I
Yeah,
think
go
it's
on.
a secret. Tuchel doesn't want Lukaku, and that's why he's not
No,
fit.
don't talk rubbish.
Are we just
Anyway,
protecting Lukaku
let
now?
me.
Is that what it
Let,
is?
I'm
Just,
talking
just
now.
take your old person medicine
Chaps,
and be
redneck,
quiet.
shuts up.
Who woke up Nick Blue? He was having
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Nick
woke
Blue,
up
here
now,
we go.
so-
He's upset. He's upset because of Rudiger's leaving our club, and it was announced
He's not.
yesterday. And he
Jen,
still
he's
thinks
not
he's not going.
leaving. I keep
He's
telling
going,
you.
Nick Blue. Just let it go.
He,
Let him
he,
go.
Make sure that
Nick
make
Blue's
sure
not gonna
that
let him
you
go.
make
you're
sure
gonna
that
find
he
your
goes with
words,
him.
all of you. I'm telling you.
Go
He
on, Nick
said-
Blue. Tell us, mate. Tell us. Come on,
Anyway.
Nick Blue. Tell us. Go on.
Anyway, the team, we're going to have a lot of changes. We have to have a lot of changes tonight, if we like it or we don't like it, because we got Leeds, and that's a big, big game. So I was thinking, Mendy probably start. He will start, but I wouldn't mind if Kepa started today actually, just to let him warm up because we're going to need him later during the month when Mendy goes to Africa. So I wouldn't mind, but I'm sure Mendy will start. I wouldn't mind Kepa. But the back three, I will Rudiger, give him a rest, let him rest.
Who
He needs
for?
to rest. Yes,
Who?
let him
for?
rest. Huh?
Who for?
Holland,
Sar.
sir.
No.
Oh no!
No,
Alex.
bring Merlin, put Saar where on the left.
Yeah.
Bring Saar in. He ain't a shit player. He's a young, good player. For this game, Rudiger has to rest.
So who you play next to Saar, Nick?
Yeah,
Blue? Who's
Saar. Well, I will go for Christensen in the middle, and Aspie on the right.
Same, bro. Same, Nick Blue. I've got the same thing.
Yeah, you know what football is like me. Forget this.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense
Whoa.
now.
That makes sense.
Anyway.
Yeah, it all adds up in my head now.
Yeah,
that makes
you
sense.
look at
Anyway,
the lineup when it comes down. I'm telling you, this is going to be the lineup because we need to rest.
What we're looking at now?
Well, I'm saying, I didn't say the midfield yet. I said Saar, Christensen, Aspie, because he hasn't been playing.
That back line would get so piped.
Left wing back, we have a choice. He's either going to be probably Alonso. He had a
Alonso,
knock the other day, but I don't think he's that bad. Someone's squealing in the background. Yeah, I think it'd probably be Alonso, but if there's a problem with Alonso, I think he will put Saul there. Give him a... He's been saying that all the time. No, he could try him.
You guys.
Your left wing compares of
Just let it
let
it finish. I want to take a picture at the end of it. Just let it finish.
Yeah, go on, let it finish. Go on. Go on.
I'm saying, it'd probably be Alonso, but I'm just saying, could be Saul.
You lost me there, bro.
Anyway, wait a minute. In the middle, it's got to be... We ain't got no one.
That's
So
it's lost.
It's got to be Loftus.
What's new?
Can I talk?
Yeah, go on. Finish off. Go on.
Anyway, in the middle, it's got to be Loftus Cheek. And probably... Well, we ain't got no one. It's probably more likely to be Barkley and Loftus.
Okay.
And in the midfield. And up front, I think he will start with Havertz. Lukaku is going to, I think he will save him he'll be on the bench. He will get some minutes today. So he'll be, so he starts Saturday. I'm sure he'll be starting on Saturday against Leeds.
Okay.
But he will get some minutes.
Who's next to him, Nick Blue? Who's next to him?
Yeah, I'm going for Callum. I think Callum on the left.
Yeah.
We're going to say Rhys James. Rhys James on the right, left wing back.
Yeah.
And this is going to be hard because I think it'd be Ziyech. Or it could be Pulisic, but I think it'd be Ziyech.
Okay, so all I'm going to say right now, before anyone else says anything, is if I see this line, I'm pooing my pants. That's all I'm going to say to you.
This lineup can win. I'm telling you, this.
I mean, the front three's all right, but that left wing, look, Sal and Saar, nah.
Oh, you know
wait. Jim,
I don't say it's going to happen,
Nick,
but I'm just
Nick,
saying
are you going with Kepa?
Well, I wouldn't mind Kepa, but I think he will go for
Sal, Saar, and Kepa. No.
Can somebody Google center forward for Zenit?
Yeah, Kepa have some minutes. Get him ready.
He's like 6'5", the centre forward.
Hold on, what are we getting him ready for? Like,
he's 6'6".
Getting ready for the bloody league. What are we getting ready for?
we're not ready for no damn league. What are you talking about?
You said what we getting ready for?
What are we getting ready for?
We're getting ready to win trophies. We need to rest the
trophies, buddy.
Yo, Nick, stop trolling me, bro. Stop trolling me, man.
Come on, Dan.
You don't want to win trophies, Dan?
Okay, are we talking about Saul Nick?
I hear you, Nick, man. Bring on the trophies, man.
I'm on board now, too.
Yo, if this guy plays, who wants to make a bet with me that a long shot goes in?
Alonso could have a knock. That's what
just
I'm
a
saying.
random long shot, a 30-yarder.
Who are you blaming for, Dan? Who are you blaming? Star.
Dan, the odds would have to be so bad that you'd have to give. I'll lose money if I won. If you won,
I'm saying
you can't have Sar. You can't have Sar and Sal.
If Kepa plays, that's
yeah. But if you have no choice, who else apart from Alonso and Saul can go?
No,
there?
you can play. You can play. You can play Rudiger.
Rudiger has to have a rest. I wouldn't play.
No, he can't. Unfortunately, he can't. He wants to leave my football club. Let's run him to the ground. That's the way I see it.
Amen.
Let's make him injury-prone player. Let's make him injury-prone player when he leaves.
That is not smart at all.
Why is it not smart?
I'm taking every ounce of energy out of those legs, man.
You're gonna fight your
because the more tired he gets, the worse he's gonna play.
And Christians.
All right, good. Less money he makes then.
No, the worse for us. We have nobody to replace him.
Man,
less
the
money
problem,
makes less
but the
offer. It
problem,
gets Idiots having to stay at Chelsea. That's
Jem,
the
the
plan. Run his
problem,
legs out.
the
That's
problem
it.
here is you cannot just
Yeah,
run a
Ashby's
player
gonna
like that.
or
You cannot
till
just
the
run a player
summer.
like that
Right.
and expect some new player to come in and have, just start as much as possible. I mean, you need to have a replacement in the winter transfer window, slowly transition. That's when you get your player ready for the next summer. Otherwise, this is going to be risky. Like even if you want to bring in Kunde or anyone to replace Rudiger, you have to do that in the winter transfer
That
window.
defense is
Otherwise,
getting bullied by that
VJ
6 foot
talking
Zenit
facts.
striker. I'm telling you. Look at that. It will bully
Asby
him.
hasn't played in like a month and a half. I don't know what starting him
What's the
is.
name of that Zenit striker?
He has to start. So he has to play this game.
Zuba.
Yeah.
Zuba the Mountain.
Yeah, and beside him is going to be Malcolm and what's his name? That,
and Malcolm's
Iranian,
decent, Malcolm
Malcolm's
good.
And that Iranian player that I won at Chelsea actually.
Gawadi, something like Gawadi.
Number seven for Zenit.
He's awesome, man. He's
this
awesome.
team should be good enough to beat Zenit. I'm going 2-0 tonight. We're going to finish first, and we go on and kill Leeds Saturday.
That sounds like famous last words right there, man. Be careful there, Nick.
Thank you, Ram. His name is Asmount.
Asmount.
Peter Osgood, actually.
I will take him to Chelsea, man. Keep an eye on the number 7 today.
Class
See
ref.
how you think about him.
Yeah, class ref. Go on, mate. Tell us. Is it as good as that as Nick Blues?
Oh yeah, I'm actually even going more shit.
I thought this was a joint.
We didn't expect nothing less.
Shit. What are you doing?
Can you
Why
like
would
do
you call
one
it shift
up front?
class ref if it's your formation?
Let's let class ref go. Go on, class ref. Go on.
Yeah, can you do like 1-2 up front?
1-2, 3-4-1-2. Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kappa plays, right?
Who?
Kappa.
Kept on the
People play. People stays, right?
Is he playing goalkeeper? Just make sure.
Yeah.
Kepa plays right. Did you just say?
No, I didn't say right. Kappa starts.
Okay.
Sarr starts. Christensen starts.
Good.
Ashley starts.
This guy don't know boo.
Reece James starts. Alonso on the left winger back.
Okay.
Because I don't want to see Alonso facing James on Sunday, or Saturday.
He probably won't.
We got no choice.
Really
Yeah,
fast,
anyway,
bro. I really like Darren James, man. He's fast.
I know you do.
Go on, class ref.
Probably Saul and RLC in the middle.
Okay. Yeah.
Ziyech then.
Ziyech in behind here. Yeah.
I think Ziyech's been really nice. I think he's doing better job than Mason Mount does for his role.
Oh, daddy boy! Oh, he just squished.
Don't do that. You're lucky,
Ziyech
Mom.
is like a new
Johnny's
guy,
not here.
man. Like
Johnny, Danza Mason Mount.
I thought Ziyech was finished, but when he does Mason Mount role, he does it better than Mason Mount.
You're right.
Well, he's playing up front, Clasref. He's playing up front.
Yeah, Hudson-Odoi and Lakaka.
Lukaku.
Yeah.
Why don't you say his name? His name's Lukaku, not Lukaku.
It's Lakuku.
Yeah, I think probably Tuchel's gonna put like shit team, and he's gonna put in Lukaku so that he can make a point on Saturday and start Werner.
If he's playing
like
shit team, why is Werner not playing?
There you go. Hakim Ziyech does a better job than Mason Mount, Dan, in that position.
You heard what
Yeah,
he
for
said.
like
You heard it here first on Gem's stream.
He's right. Hey, class ref,
like
he's spitting, bro.
Ziyech intensifies the midfield, and he does better recovery. Even
And
when
he can cross He can cross.
You know what, class ref? You know what,
He's
class
spitting,
ref?
bro. He's spitting, bro.
I
Yeah,
like
what we
Ziyech.
saying? Hey, James, what we
But
saying, bro?
even I can
How do you get so smart? Alright, class ref, how do you get so smart?
My world up here. Yeah, go on.
I think this is magic. Let's keep going. Who's next talking?
I think everyone's done it now. Everyone said
Why,
their
why
team
this
lineup.
redneck guy keeps moving away from me, bro? Like,
Exactly,
told-
redneck. Stop being rude.
Listen, I told
that
Class
guy.
F a long time ago, don't go into my stash. You can't handle it. But when he goes into my stash, this is what happens. He comes on stream and he just starts spouting nonsense, man. Leave my stash,
Bro, like,
bro. You
what
can't
you on
handle it.
about? I defended fucking Lukaku. Lukaku yesterday.
You're right.
Kazarif, you're waffling.
What?
Give some stuff in the clear too, man.
Can you
Like,
bring? Can you ask for Kazi to come in, please? I need to last.
Bring in Johnny and Kazi in.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we want. Action.
Lakaka. What do you think, guys? Are we gonna like
I think
play
you pick the best
Lakaka
team.
on Sunday?
No, I think you're right, bro.
I think you're right. Kasparov is you know what you're doing, Kasparov. I wish they all knew like you, but they don't.
Is it?
Have a score prediction too, Klazu? I want to put money on it. It's gone.
Where's Closer?
No one bit. Oh, okay, Class F. Go home. Anyway.
Leave the boy alone.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
How you been, Class F, man? You been
Good,
alright?
man. Good. Yeah.
Klasaref is a baller, man. What are you saying,
That's what's up, man. I'm
Klasaref?
glad you're
How
okay, bro.
impressed have you been with Romelu Lukaku this season, mate? Tell me, because I haven't heard your opinion.
Lukaku. Listen, people were talking about Italian league. Like, I knew for last 2 years Italian league was really not good enough, and you have seen Inter Milan this year. Inter Milan is literally balling out the way. Their fluidity is amazing.
Yeah,
If Lukaku was playing a decade ago, he would be like Inzaghi, Raul, Van Nistelrooy. But he's playing a decade
Keep going.
advanced in his life. Like
Raul,
Lukaku
Van
is
Nistelrooy,
kinda like,
Van Basten, Ronaldo. Who else is he like?
if Lukaku was playing a decade ago, like 2 decades ago, he would be mentioned in those type of names, like
Van
Inzaghi,
Nistelrooy wasn't playing a
Raul.
decade ago. You wallad.
I'm
He
saying
retired
2
before
decades.
then.
Sorry.
Oh, okay,
No,
2 decades. Oh, you're right.
Lukaku,
My bad.
Lukaku is an amazing player, but not for like our system.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
not for this. Just not for this decade, right?
I think we need to change the system to get the best
So do
out
you
of
feel
Lukaku.
like-
I actually agree with
I
Klasaref.
think we should sell him.
Yeah,
Do you
I
feel like
agree.
if we can transport him back in time and trade him for a striker that can work in this time, that will work?
Hasselbank.
Yeah, Haaland. Here we go,
No.
done.
How long is he's
Oh.
no. He's already in this time. I'm talking about gotta you gotta trade him.
No, Didier Drogba, man, he'll play sick in his system on his own up front.
Yeah.
He would love that link up.
Heidegger
play,
Johnson.
players around him. Come on.
The thing about Lukaku.
I was thinking Torres. I was thinking
Hold on a
Torres.
minute. Lukaku, we need to find a way to play with him. Like we played with Hasselbank and we played with Drogba. We don't play with a player.
Jimmy Floyd would score so many goals in this system.
He would
He
kill
would
us.
How many goals would Kesman score?
Probably about 10.
Lukaku,
So more than Werner then?
He's
Werner will get a good 10 to 12. Coming.
I guarantee Lukaku's going to score more goals than Harry Kane at the
Yo, how many goals does Harry Kane have this year?
One.
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 Yeah, but it's a long way to go. Don't forget.
Oh, he's a bum. Listen,
we can laugh as much as we want, but when Timo Pukki scored more goals than Romelu Lukaku playing for Norwich at 5 goals to his 3, then you have to start worrying.
Yeah, that's cool. He has more goals than Harry Kane as well. So as long as Harry Kane is in the mud, I'm good.
Werner scored against Juve. He scored against Juve.
That's so funny, bro.
I think Werner is one of the best players in the world right now.
Yes,
like,
go on.
For real? Are you just trying to be controversial?
Like he has everything a striker.
Bro,
I promise you.
Bro, it's all good to have an opinion and be funny and whatnot, but like stop talking
Couch, he's not. Just let it go, man.
We've been on 200
Werner
streams.
could score goals. He would be like Ballon d'Or.
We've been on 200 streams, bro. He's just different. Just agree with him, bro. He's right.
Listen, Daniel, listen. How could Germany boss Tuchel keep him playing all the time, even he doesn't score goals?
He don't play.
Like,
well, he's not playing now, Klaatu. That's the thing.
Hey, Klaatu, do you know what blackmail is?
Havertz
Is
or
when you
Werner?
blackmail is when you have information on someone, so you use it against them. I think Werner has some blackmail against all his coaches. I have
Nah,
to be honest.
you're just too tough on Werner. Trust me.
Oh,
No, no,
you're
no,
right,
no,
you're right.
no. He's
No,
too
you're right,
dead.
you're right.
Have you seen his
I gotta
movement, like the way he moves, like
Havertz
around
moves too.
players?
expected runs, huh?
Havertz moves too.
Yeah, those hips no lying.
That's what Werner
Werner
is a good player,
bro.
but
Like
he's not on form. He needs to score. If he doesn't start
He's never
scoring,
been on form.
if he doesn't start scoring his game in the summer,
What has he been on
It's
form?
been
The proof is in the
It's been
record, guys.
he has
it's
to
been
score.
2
We
years
bought
that he
him to
scored
score.
properly.
How you can lose the form when you never had?
You know,
Exactly.
he had
When has he been on
form.
form?
He's a
Yeah.
good player, but he has to start putting the ball in the net. Let's hope he does it. That's all.
We should
To
sell
go.
him.
That's what Kai says.
Bro, like you're criticizing Werner because of that game against United, but he was denied 2 goals by Hudson and Odoi. Hudson and Odoi should have passed him, and he
No.
didn't. Listen,
Please, man.
the last chance you're talking about, it got off from the defender's foot,
What, the
right?
corner? The
And the
corner?
chance he smashed into the left side.
The corner.
Okay, you can say that that's a miss. But before that, he came as a sub for you against Juve, and he scored.
A tapping.
Yo, he scored in the 90s.
And Havertz just played
97th minute
one
goal,
game
man.
now,
Why did
and
we
he's
talk
like,
about this?
he's better than Werner. No,
Havertz is
Werner
better
is
than Werner.
absolute
Havertz is
top.
better than Werner.
How come? How come? I
Genetics.
don't see it.
Werner's
Talent.
a baller,
I
man.
don't
Tell
know.
him, Cassie.
What
They
you want me to say? Like,
ain't got the right glasses on, man. Just tell
Havertz
them.
is better than him. What do you want?
Yeah,
Well,
they're just haters.
listen, I think it's. I don't believe Havertz is good, right? Havertz is a
Pussy,
good
Havertz is
central,
a
a central
Respect
midfielder.
Havertz. Respect Havertz.
Havertz is a much better
Like,
player.
how can I do it? Like, my eyes doesn't lie.
You just love Werner. That's your problem. You love him. That's all.
I don't love Werner, bro.
Johnny
Like,
loves
I
man, you
actually
love
like
Werner. Yes.
modern footballers. I like players who can make a difference. And this
Yeah, but
Werner
Werner
guy
is not
can
good.
make
He
a
has to
difference.
What does he make a difference?
Like the way he runs, the way he assists. Like
Havertz does the same thing.
12
Havertz can
assists
run
and
too.
No,
goals
hold
this
on.
season
This
already
year,
for
what
club and
difference has
country.
Werner made this year for us, man? Let's be honest.
A lot of difference. Southampton, bro. Like,
I actually
listen,
think he done quite well, to be fair, before he got injured.
No, but
I'll be honest.
but let's talk about it. Like, tell me how he's done.
Havertz can do the same thing Werner can.
Bro, no, he
Well, no,
can't.
but
He's slow.
Offside.
Can.
Can Havertz do
He's
that?
not
Offside?
like he's not a striker, Havertz.
Is
Havertz is
Werner a striker?
he's more of an
He's a
attacker,
second
but he
striker.
can be
I don't think
striker.
anyone can miss that many chances, man. So I don't
He's a
think
second
Havertz can do that. What Werner does.
Yeah.
I don't
If you
think
give
offside.
Havertz is
if you
completely
give Havertz
different
all the
player.
chances that you gave Werner
He's
last year,
scoring.
there is no
He's
way
missing
in hell
too.
he's
No,
scoring
He
he's
6
not.
misses
goals.
a
He'll
lot.
probably miss at one. He'll miss at one.
He's at least getting 12. At least.
Exactly.
Bro, like Timo
Let's be
creates for
honest.
team.
All right, man, you got it, bro.
Bro, listen, Timo till I die. Listen, Stamford Bridge
Oh my.
even can't accommodate his chance.
Don't put
Like,
take
he
your
even
notebooks
have a
hold on,
and-
bigger
Pasa, don't
Stamford
do
Bridge.
that.
Just keep your
Pasa,
notebooks
don't
and
do that. I
just
like
start.
you. I don't want you to go. So don't say
Bro,
Timothy, you
why
died,
are
because he's
you
gonna go
talking
very
against
soon.
Timo
So you might,
Werner? I
you might
really
want to
like
take
that
that
Daniel,
guy.
leave him alone, man. What's wrong with you?
No, I'm saying Werner
Bro.
might get sold soon. So
Yeah, he could. Yes.
if
Yeah,
he says
United.
Timo till I die, that's not good. You can't say that.
No, but it's not like I love him because he's fucking beautiful.
Oh God.
It's because I like the way he plays. Every
Oh, yeah,
coach
you're right.
wants
He's
it.
shit though.
Like, yeah, he misses
It's the blonde.
chances,
It's a
but
blonde hair, is it? It's a blonde hair.
Telling you
Yeah.
guys, man, that flowing blonde hair in the wind, man, it captivates them.
He has
bro,
no
but what
tech.
has
He has no
Lukaku
tech.
done then? What has
Has been
Lukaku
charmed.
done then?
He scored.
Kaku is bald. He doesn't have a blonde hair. Then.
Werner can't dribble.
Werner can't dribble like he,
No, he can't.
he can.
He can't dribble.
He doesn't need to dribble because he's too fast. He just
Lukaku
goes.
wish he had Gem's hair.
Real.
Why is this Gem not like putting a topic into the
All right,
into
I have
the
a
conversation?
controversial question.
I'm letting you just talk.
Since we're just
for the moment.
bullshitting, I have a controversial question. Is
Go
Werner
on.
really that fast? Let's be real. Like, When we talk about
no,
I think he's one of the
no.
fastest
Let's be
player in the
honest. When we
world
talk
football.
about quick players, right? We talk about
You'll be no. You're just
no. Hold on. Let me
discrediting-
finish.
you
Let me
don't like
finish my
emotion.
question. Let me finish
Here
my
we go.
question.
I'm
Finish
not
my
listening
question.
to this bullshit.
Can I have a
now
question
I'm
with
changing
Werner?
topic because of Dan.
Listen,
Now
when
I'm
we
changing
talk about
topic.
Gareth Bale, right?
Rudiger's faster than Werner.
Gareth Bale
Bro,
can
like
knock the ball
when you
past
talk
a
about
player
short distance,
and
Werner
run
is the
after it
quickest,
and get the
fastest
ball,
player.
right? If you talk
No,
about
it's not.
if you talk about Sane can do the exact same thing.
I've
Knock the
never
ball
seen
past you,
Werner burn some of his
sprint at.
pace.
I've never seen
You
Werner do that in his
scapegoat
life.
man. You scapegoat him massively. That's what I'm gonna say.
You know what he does? He kind of floats around till the defenders forget that he's there, and then he finds himself in a good position.
Why do
He
you
just
pick on
runs
the
in a
school,
straight
man?
line.
Magician.
Why are you
Track and
picking on
field.
the school quick guys? That's not nice. Like, come
Here's
on, man.
Kai
You-
here. Let's introduce him to class ref. Kai.
Yo, what's up, guy? What you say?
Hey guys, how you doing? Classic man, you need a mental institution, bro. Swear to God, man.
I respect class of bro. Respect.
Listen, Kai. Listen, I'm not. Listen, Listen. I've
I'm
tried
listening. You said
making
listen 3
Werner.
times. I've already
I've
listened, bro.
tried making Werner. I can't. He just doesn't. He impresses me all the time. Like
By
his
doing
work
what?
ethic.
By doing
Wait,
what?
wait. How does he impresses you, man? Are we talking like what are we talking about? We're talking about
Football.
physical attributes. We're talking about because sure as hell not
He has
football
no
attributes,
tech.
man.
He has no tech.
His mentality, his speed, everything about him. I'm just in love
Bro,
with that guy.
he's playing football, not writing books, bro. You shouldn't care about his fucking mentality, man.
Bro, listen, Nana, listen. You guys gotta eat your tongues when he does something special
Tell him,
in
class
coming
rep.
years.
Tell him, mate. Tell him.
When would he do something special?
Tell him all.
The only thing special he's gonna do is, bro, is just for fucking make a wish foundation, bro. It's the only thing special he's gonna do, man. Sure as hell not gonna do in the football pitch, man.
Bro, listen, nah. Werner is listen. He scored against Southampton. He came as a sub for Juve.
Wait.
He scored
Southampton this season or the season before, man?
This season.
All right.
And he
To be
scores
fair
against
to him, yeah, I know
right?
you slate him quite a lot, but when we were struggling with the forward
Yeah.
line, which we was doing, when
He was
there
still
were certain
shit.
individuals-
He was still
No,
whack.
W, shut up 2 seconds. Fuck's sake, let me talk. Right. Let me just say what I'm going to say. When we were struggling with the forward line, Ziyech was out of form, Havertz was out of form, Mason Mount, the golden boy, was out of form. Yeah, there was a number of players.
Hudson was the best.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to take you out in a minute. I'm going to kick you. I promise you. Yeah. He came in with Lukaku and
nothing.
This guy's a soundboard, bro.
This guy, bro. This little troll. He came in and did nothing. Yeah, this is where people's eyes. This is where agendas start coming out. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Rather than
Yeah.
saying as we see it. When
Okay.
Werner and Lukaku were playing up front,
All right.
before
They
they
were
got
good,
injured,
yeah.
we were all sitting there going, and even you, Dan. So don't even sit there and say you didn't, because I remember you coming on my show and saying it. Werner
Okay.
deserves to start. Werner deserves to start at the moment because at the moment he's one of the ones that's playing decent. You said it
Listen.
yourself. There was games where you were saying actually he's touched one too bad.
On my grandmother's life, I've never said that. I promise.
Oh yeah, here
me,
we go. You're lying. Now you're lying.
I've
'cause
never.
I
you gotta
even
find
remember
it.
this
I've never said Werner deserves to start.
All right, I'm
Can
gonna.
you, can you imagine
I-
me saying that?
Yes, you
Can
did.
I-
You
Are you
said at
crazy?
the moment. I understand why he's playing because everyone else.
I
isn't
actually live
and
with
he is.
Jam. I think
Actually,
Werner
I
in the
said that
beginning of the
myself.
I've
season
never
was
said
fine.
Werner
He was
deserved to
playing
start.
good that time.
But
But
wait,
let's
wait.
talk
He's
about
playing-
okay.
he's playing
But
well
let's
without
talk
playing.
about
Can I-
It was
let's
only
talk
until
about
wait
the
a second, it was
games
only
that
until he got-
no
wait a
no.
second,
Let's
it was
talk
only
about the
until he
games he
got
played with
injured.
Lukaku.
It was
He
only
played like
Before he
two.
got injured.
Yeah, but he played like two, Daniel. That's what I'm saying, man. It's not
Before
like they were.
before he got injured, let's talk about the
Yeah.
games that he played with Lukaku. He was terrible.
Oh, stop it! No, you're just talking wank.
No, they were
Is
good.
that
actually.
is that two
terrible.
games? Is that two games?
He was
One of them
good.
is from
Then
the
he
from the
got a
bench.
goal. Yeah.
No.
You know what? I don't even.
I don't
Do you know-
remember when he
do you
played
know
the
who? Do you know who started? Do you know who started the Man City game?
Huh?
who?
Werner Lukaku. You know who started the Juve game?
Lukaku started versus Man City game.
Yeah, Werner and Lukaku. It was a 3-5-2.
Yeah, and that
Yeah,
was
that-
shit. But you know why? You even remember that?
And it was a
conversation.
shit 5-2, and it was a shit the next game.
Yeah,
wasn't
and
it?
do you know? And do you know
And
what?
then it was a
Werner
shit the
better
next
than
game,
Lukaku
wasn't it?
In that game. That's what was so funny about it.
But it was
That
shit.
wasn't,
It was
that
shit
game.
every
No, he
game.
was better
That
than
was
Lukaku.
every
And he wasn't
player.
better. All he was doing was
that
making
every
runs.
player, just,
You guys just rate. You guys just rate anytime Werner doesn't
No,
lose the
it
ball
isn't,
and makes runs. He was shit. There's
No,
no
he
there's no
wasn't, he
effect he
wasn't.
had in those games.
Listen,
And then the Southampton game, was that good? No,
whole
we only
team-
did something
Can I-
when they had a red card and we made subs.
Can I
So
say
what game
something?
was
Yeah.
he good? Like what game
No,
did that work?
You're talking.
Wait, Jim. Can I say something? Can I say
Aston
something?
Villa,
Yeah.
Werner started at Aston Villa. It was a 1-1, went to penalties.
Wait,
How many
Daniel,
goals did he score then?
All right, let me go on.
Can I just say something? Can I just say something in regards to this? Like, well, not directly to Werner, just like in general. Yeah. Like how how low has Chelsea Football Club has fallen, man? That for us, we're arguing which player who scored like 5 goals a season should start over the other one, man. It's like we're literally arguing shit with diarrhea, man. Like that's just like oh he can run behind the goals, but it's useless, man. We do need like to strengthen those areas. You know what I mean?
I agree. But what annoys me with it, Kai, it's not even that I defend Timo Werner. I don't actually think he's that great. But I do think he offers us something.
I don't think any of our attackers are that great, man. Like consistently over a 38-game season.
He does offer something to this team, and he has offered a certain amount. All right, he's a bit against the ball's not good enough. Technically, he can't hold the ball off. But in this system, he works in this system. When we play the 3-4-3, he plays well. He's been playing well in that 3-4-3 in certain games. Yes, he goes missing sometimes. But for me, he's not been as atrocious as people think it is. If he put the ball in the back of the net and did score 10 or 12 goals last season, you would be sitting here slating him because you'd have nothing to say about him.
No, but Jim, that's my whole point.
Argument because he didn't.
Like that's a terrible argument, Jim. If he scored double amount of goals he scored,
but none of them
but
did.
he didn't.
Yeah, but Daniel, none of our attackers have been anything like if we hold them to the standards that we hold like somebody like an Eden Hazard like 10, 12, 15 goals a season, all of our players have been shit for the last two seasons.
I think
consistently.
I agree.
Oh my god, man.
I agree.
What's crazy is like,
So why are we bigging up players for making runs? Why are we bigging up players for making runs when they're attacking players? That's what they should be doing, man.
What you guys criticize these young players for, who didn't come with a high price and a high reputation.
Exactly.
You don't criticize Werner for, who does come with that.
I just said that, though, Daniel. I just said that.
It's been clear of all of our attackers.
I'm clearly talking about Jem. Because if you're talking about we need to improve in those, hold on. If you say we need to improve in those areas, yeah, we do. On Werner, I'm not improving on Hudson. These guys are kids.
Exactly. We need time.
I need to improve on the guy who came with the reputation of 33 goals. No, hold on.
You can't go wrong
on the guy.
Yo,
Clash up.
You can't. Can you?
I need to improve on the guys who are old, who are experienced, who are not performing right now.
Timo Werner is 25 years old.
Yeah, he's 25.
Yeah,
what's crazy is like when it comes to
you need to figure out your microphone. You're using the microphone the wrong way.
when it comes to striker, like
I'm not supposed to put it all the way in your mouth, bro.
No,
it's
I
the
think
the striker thing is weird because it's almost
it's
like
not a banter. It's just I think you're using it like too close to your mouth or something because
you guys are saying, listen, I agree with everybody. We need to improve in those areas. So if we're improving in those areas, who are we improving on? Are we going to sell? Because someone has to go. Are we going to sell one of the kids?
Sell Werner.
Yeah, that's my point. So if we know that he's in line to go, it's because he hasn't been playing well.
To be fair, the two players I would get rid of right now, and I could easily improve on them with goal scoring players. It would be Ziyech and Werner. Easily,
and
man. No, because for me, the wingers, our wingers, we have. I feel like in our wingers we have more quantity than quality at the moment.
I agree.
And when I talk about I'm talking about consistency. I'm not talking about like 1 in 3, 1 in 4 games. Because for me,
but you're gonna get that with younger players. I expect Ziyech to be great every 2 out of 3 games. You know, every 3 out of 4 games. Like, you should be excellent.
Yeah, but he's in his prime.
Not every game.
He's in his prime.
No, but even if you don't say every game, because he's not world class. A world class player is great every game. Maybe he's not world class. He's gonna
even
be
Lukaku has to
2
be
out of 3.
Same.
Cool.
But
my problem is that you guys don't have that standard for Ziyech. You don't have that standard for Werner. But Lukaku in half a year.
Exactly. Not even half a year, bro. Not even half a year, man.
It costs double what Werner did.
Yeah, but it's not about the money. But Jim, you have to use context, man.
Come on, stop it, man. Come on.
Money plays a part.
Same energy for a player who hasn't even played 20 games.
Bro, money
played over 60 games for Chelsea.
Same energy.
Nah.
60 games for Chelsea.
Werner is the 3rd highest paid player in our team because he comes with that high expectation. So the 3rd highest guy in our team is not scoring. then
Yeah, yeah.
for me, they see you later.
And stop
It's like
trolling me, Jam. This
it's
guy's
like
a bum.
morning coffee. It's like morning coffee.
Listen,
Josh.
if Romelu Lukaku doesn't score
Hit you in
any
the
more than
face.
15 goals in all games, we need to get rid of him and get.
Fact.
Cool. That's cool.
Bro,
That's
but
cool.
on
That's cool.
but based on this, like we need to sell all of our attackers then. 'Cause
Like
Fine.
we
But
can't
we
keep
just
getting
spent
rid of like
97 million on a striker that
False.
scores goals that can't
False.
score goals.
You don't
What's
have the
problem?
same expectations
But
for
we
your
spend the
strikers.
same.
Come
We
on,
Yo,
spend.
let Josh say something. He's been trying
Yeah.
to squeeze
Yeah.
some
I
wood.
just
My
want to
bad,
say like
Josh. This
I'll be
guy's got me
quick. I'll
riled
be
up, bro.
Yeah,
be
go
quick.
ahead,
I
bro.
understand. Like for me, the striker position at Chelsea is like we've had two guys in probably the last decade plus that we all think were good, Costa and Drogba. Like everybody else has been shit. So like whenever we talk about strikers, like I tend to just sort of like blank
Just
out
give up.
because we haven't had any like think back the last like 10 plus years. There's two names that we all talk about. He's not Drogba,
Remy.
he's not Costa. Anybody else, we're all like. We just say they're shit. Like there's
Rafa.
nobody else that we ever compare anyone
Remy.
to. And Remy.
Remy. Demba
Remy.
Ba against
Alright.
PSG.
Yeah.
Shut up, guys, man.
Like
You guys are not
it's just
serious,
a, it's just a Chelsea thing at this point. I feel like more than anything, we always talk about. We get guys from the Bundesliga. It's like, oh, it's the Bundesliga tax. Like, no, but they come here and they suck still. It's like Murata was terrible. Like,
So,
other than Drogba and Costa.
Josh,
What's up?
it answers that question. Should we just forget strikers and play with a
Man, I
potential
like
player?
yeah.
Havertz.
I don't like. I
Bro,
honestly,
just
I honestly
play,
don't think
just
you-
play eight at the back, bro. Eight at the back. That's it, man.
False 9 is better than what we have.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
That
don't.
is so
Not true,
bad.
man.
No,
I disagree,
no,
man.
it's not.
Yes,
I
it
love-
is.
I
Yes,
love-
it is.
I love Havertz, right? But nah, man. For me, Lukaku up front any day of the
No,
week.
he's so whack.
No, but you use it logically. The guy just came back from fucking injury, man.
Yeah,
Even I know that word is out of date. What?
W hates Werner. He hates Lukaku. He hates
I like Werner. When did I start hating Werner? I don't hate Werner. I just don't think he's doing enough for Chelsea, though, bro.
Kai hates Mel, not Werner.
Listen. Here's the
I'm
problem.
just still
man.
trying to
Here's the
figure out what we're trying to do. We're trying to score goals, right?
Yeah.
Facts,
Like,
bro.
I mean, that's the game of
Lukaku's
football,
finisher
bro.
at the club. Let's get it. Let's
Couch,
get that right.
in this
His
conversation, I
conversion
don't
rate
think anybody
is
tried
one
to
of the
score
highest
goals.
in Europe, man. Let's not forget that, man. Like
Who?
we just got to
Who?
get him in position to
So
score
was
goals.
Werner. So was Werner.
Lukaku. No, what?
Werner's conversion rate is not high. Are you kidding me?
Werner's conversion rate is like 13%. Oh, hey, don't piss me off, bro.
Don't ever say conversion rate and Werner in
Do
the same
not piss.
sentence.
You said what?
Do not.
What? My man's at
Never
13%.
mention conversion rate and
After
Werner, please.
Stuttgart, when he went to Leipzig, his
Yo,
conversion
stop
rate
playing,
is
bro. Stop it,
amazing.
man.
Listen,
You guys-
if
But-
Werner
but-
goes
but-
to City or
but class
United,
ref,
and
class
we
ref.
have a few players like proper cams, like
Oh my
what's
god,
his name?
couple cams. Nobody play with cams no more, bro. It's not
Ronaldo
1988, man.
or someone like what's his name? The the City guys. If he has those sort of players,
Which
behind
City
him,
guys, man? What are you talking about, bro? You're telling a story or two to making a discussion, bro.
Listen, if you have Lukaku, you have to play him, man. It's just as simple as that.
I love that. Lukaku
No,
reminds me
it's
of
simple.
Kid.
Why, Kai? Why are you doing this?
Bro, I don't get it. He said like City guys. I'm like, why? Is he telling a story or he's having a football discussion, bro?
Hey,
It's
that
just
comment
Gundogan,
from
just
Sir
going-
Timo
oh,
Werner right there.
Kevin
That
De
is
Bruyne,
classic.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Look at that.
And listen, they have got a proper like cams, you know. We can't
That's
play like their
nonsense.
system. Tuchel is
City-
totally different person.
Yeah, it is.
He's
man.
like he wants our defenders to play with the ball, right? But to have more possession-based football. We cannot play like City. Neither City can play like us. So what we right now need to win the league is we need Declan Rice, because I'm not saying Jorginho is bad. Let me just start. Let me just say it. I'm not saying Jorginho is bad, but listen. Imagine if Jorginho gets injured.
Jorginho is
We
bad.
don't have any sitting midfielder. We don't have any sitting midfielder. It is a less of a problem deciding who to pick, Jorginho or Declan Rice, rather to not have anybody other than Jorginho, right?
Well, I don't.
So
What?
100 million.
I don't know what the
I
hell
was the
you were
one.
talking
I
about,
was the
man.
one.
Like,
I honestly,
whatever.
bro, every time he
He
talks, I
said
feel like he's
he
telling me a
signed
story,
Rafa
bro.
for
Like
Kai, listen. I was the one who was
If you
saying,
no, I'm
repeat it,
so
we
lost.
will didn't get what you
when
said.
Tuchel came, we were not like used to his system. We didn't knew as a fan like what to expect. Maybe he's going to change to 4. So at last season, I was saying we need proper camps like Harvard
bro,
and Ziyech,
classic.
not
Why
like
when you speak, you don't use commas, bro? You just keep
building up,
going, bro. Like I don't
but
understand. Like,
football is changing. Football is changing right
He said
now.
he
We
signed
have to
Declan Rice.
listen to ourselves, and we need to realize that we We
That's
have
the
a lot
only
of
thing W
attackers.
heard.
We have
Sign Declan
Pulisic.
Rice.
We have
You guys
Ziyech.
Yeah,
are
I'm telling you, bro. He just keeps like talking. It doesn't stop. Like I don't understand. Like it's a new sentence. Is like what's
You're
going
gonna
on,
change
man?
radio.
Kai, all I heard was
It's the
Tuchel
same
out. That's
tone.
what.
It's the same tone.
We've got like
Exactly. Man.
everyone, we've got all the attackers right now. What we need to focus is because Tuchel wants something out of our sitting midfielder, we need to get Declan Rice like for 100. Listen, I think Declan Rice
No,
is
we don't need 100 million
Declan Rice
Declan
is
Rice.
the most
That's
Yes, we
expensive player.
do. Yes, we do.
No, I'm not spending 100 million on a DM. I
I'll
don't
pay
do
150
I don't want
million
that
for him
happening.
How does
because
he?
Please,
How,
he
how
please
is a
does
tell
he
me
better
manage to
another.
do this
Please
striker.
tell
every
me another
time?
club in the world that would pay 100 million for Rice other than Chelsea.
Oh,
Name one
You know,
club.
you know
I'll
what's
pay
you know what's funny. You know what's funny.
He's
We
been
are
able to. He's been
because
able
the
to
That haven't
game
start
made
has
you proud.
another
moved
argument with you
of
guys.
sitting
no, no, no. You
midfield.
know what's funny. You know what's funny. From all the parts that we have to use to unlock Timo Werner, he might as well be a transformer, man. Jesus Christ, bro. We keep adding all these parts, man.
The way the game has moved, sitting midfielder is everything right now. And at this moment, one of the best sitting
Facts.
midfielder in the world is Declan Rice.
We
If he
don't need
goes to
Uncle
He's
Ben
United,
not
if he
lag.
Rice
He's
back.
goes
not
to
lag.
City, we are fucked for life. Like I don't believe in Shumani as a sitting midfielder. I
Oh
don't
God.
believe
Oh
in him.
God.
I believe in Declan Rice. The guy, I used to think that like he's
No, I don't mind too many.
listening
You
very
heard
like
it here first.
he's
This guy's
such
Defensive
a
shaking my head,
midfield
man.
is the
Yo,
something
he's
that
such
you
a
Jeb.
You know
nice
what? When
Big
Classic
up,
tells
man.
a
Cats,
story,
chill
I
out.
can't believe it, man. Even if it's read from a newspaper, man, I still
Yo,
can't believe it,
Jebs.
man.
My head is
bro.
hurting, man. This guy's hurting my head.
Listen.
I'm gonna have to go
People
Counts,
are
fast.
saying
is your head
people are
hurting?
saying
He's
like
got
Go,
the
go,
cold.
go,
Haaland is
stop, Caps. Go
200
rest up.
million.
Big up the Chaps, man.
Haaland is
Big game
200
today, fellas, man.
million.
Let's
If
get it.
Haaland doesn't have
Yeah,
Thanks,
big
Bellingham
Caps.
up.
Big up,
or
Big
brother.
up, man. See you later, Caps.
Later,
Take
Cap.
care, mate. Sweet.
bro, I think
get
Declan
Johnny
Rice
in.
is
Get Johnny in.
200 million. He's the
No,
most
because
he's the most wanted property in this right now in this world, in the
By what?
football
By
world.
what club?
He is
By what club? I've never heard any
listen,
club linked with him other than Chelsea.
Man, you.
every
And
club.
United, man, and United.
Yeah,
what
they're
is
going to
more
spend
funny
100
is
million on him.
what
Mate,
is more
I'll
funny
spend
is
that
when
for
Johnny says
Maguire.
We're
Why
not
everyone.
don't
gonna
you?
we're not gonna spend 100 million
Wait,
either,
wait.
though.
What is funny is
Why?
everyone with what Johnny says here.
What
Everyone
did
just
you-
backed the players until the end of the season. He was moaning about Lukaku the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just Johnny,
I don't
Jesus
back
Christ,
shit.
bro.
I don't
God.
back shit players.
Johnny, man, you're classic.
I swear to God, man, Johnny, man, Jesus Christ, bro. Put down the wait.
God, Kai,
Binoculars.
can we win any game
Binoculars.
without
Oh,
Vinicius?
here we go. Another Werner hater. Come on, Andrew. What are you doing here as well?
Who's a Werner Heider?
I stink the
Andrew.
place up as well. Come on.
Hey, man, you know what I mean?
You're stinking my channel up. What are you doing?
No,
What
you're-
is this?
I'm gonna
Werner
start calling
shit.
him number
Werner
11
shit.
again.
Yo,
You're stinking out defending this
he's a
bum,
pussy
man. I'm
lover.
with Daniel now. I've fully
He's a
turned my
bub.
heel.
He's a bub.
I've fully turned
Ah,
heel
you're
now
out
on
of order,
Werner,
man.
I can't-
All
I'm-
scapegoating him. You
No, it's not
scapegoaters.
scape.
What is wrong with you?
He's a bub. He's a bub.
No, you guys are scapegoating fucking Lukaku. He just came back from injury. The guy still has a bandage on his fucking foot, bro.
I can pay someone a lot less.
He's
to be a
stiff. He's
decoy
stiff.
runner. Do you know what I mean? That's what we paid for, is decoy running. Never, you know what I mean? I can pay someone else for that. I don't have to pay 250 grand and 50 million pound.
Kai
for a
Havertz can
decoy
do
runner.
everything.
You know what I mean? He can't finish. I mean,
Fact.
you know, and all this assists and anything. I swear, looking back on half of them, he meant to shoot.
scared, bro.
Season, man. That's what he is.
Well, 26 goal contribution is all I'm going to
26
say
goals.
last
How
season.
many
But anyway, we
goals?
moved. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is.
One for every day.
34 penalty. He won 9 pens.
He won 9 pens, man. That won us games.
That stat was never brought up before Werner arrived at Chelsea. That stat was never brought up. Never brought up, man. That's how some of this fan base has lowered their.
Yo, Kai, mute yourself. I know you're working out. Mute yourself, bro.
It might no.
Kai's got so angry listening to Werner. He's picking out a dumbbell.
Bro, I like.
I know,
Why do you
I know
guys
he
think
is.
I don't like Werner? I like Werner. I just think you guys are overhyping the living fuck out of him, man. That's.
Here's the
I don't hate
problem.
the guy,
I
man.
think-
We weren't even talking overhyped him. It's the people that were
Exactly.
criticising him that started the conversation. It wasn't anyone
like
defending
I don't
Werner.
think
It's the
everybody
people
who's
that were moaning
saying it,
about him.
everybody who's saying I'm not a fan of him, but I don't think he's as bad as people make it bad.
He's not.
That's
We're not
all.
going to allow.
Listen.
You guys deserve Werner, man.
Spin on Werner,
But
man.
unfortunately,
No
we
Fox
share a
spin on
club,
Werner.
so
Hey, I'm saying like I said, if this is the full squad, I want the full squad to continue. We need every player,
Yeah, we do.
every player.
I think
If
I
we
think
don't-
I think we should sell him in 3 weeks.
Okay.
So are you in 3
I
weeks?
know.
Win
I'm
it.
saying
No,
like
yeah.
if Chelsea Football Club,
That's how I feel,
Why
bro.
would you
if
sell
Chelsea
Werner?
Football Club decides to sell
He doesn't even
Werner
mind
or
being on the bench,
Lukaku,
bro.
I'm okay with it.
Like
Or
No way they're selling
Werner is
Lukaku,
the
bro.
type
No
of a
way.
guy.
or
Werner is such a
Rudiger. It
positive
doesn't matter.
influence. He doesn't
It
even mind
doesn't
being on the
matter.
bench.
You know, he
There's
doesn't.
doesn't
You
no
know,
mind.
you know,
player.
you
Like
know what he does for
when he
influence.
comes
He
off the
doesn't
bench,
influence
he
scoring
gives his
goals.
100%.
That's what he doesn't
Classic,
influence.
classic. Can I ask you something? Can you please step out of Werner's closet, man? I can't hear you, man. I keep hearing you like whispering.
I know
man.
it's like,
Okay, bro.
it's a blonde hair, Kai. It's a blonde hair.
Vernus, he's so dead.
Oh, anyway, let's move on. I'm getting bored of this conversation. It's every stream. It's either Mount Werner.
There's nothing
or
boring
Lukaku.
about it. It's
so
class
boring.
reference.
Score
Nothing
score
boring
predictions,
about it.
Jim.
Yeah, let's move on. I mean, look, let's go to Andrew about this
7-0.
game.
By the
first.
way,
He's
Andrew, your pussy is behind you.
he's just
I know.
he's just coming. Andrew,
Just
this game
stroking it
tonight.
right now.
This game tonight. No, Jorginho, no Kovacic, no. Who's the
Yeah,
other
we should
one?
do a midfield prediction, bro, instead of a score prediction. Huh?
I
It'd
mean,
make a lot more sense.
No, tell us. Are you worried about the game tonight, Andrew, in any way, or do you think we've got enough?
Andrew, that'll get you banned having all that pussy on the screen, man.
YouTube are going to copyright me now, man.
I am because I'm worried about obviously a midfield pivot because I think it's going to be Saul and.
Is it going to be cold too?
Yeah, it's going to be cold. Yes, heat knows. Apparently, this stadium, Jim, it's heated. It's like only a few ones in the world are like that.
I didn't know that one.
But
Andrew.
you know what? I'm happy for Escape with a 1-0 victory and just come home without any more injuries. If I'm being honest, man.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to forget that we've got to actually win this game or match Juve's result because I don't. Sorry, man, but I don't want Bayern in the next round. I want to win. I want to win the group.
Yeah, but Andrew, we don't have a midfield, bro.
We don't have to. We don't have to match. We don't have to match nothing versus Juve. We already beat Juve head to head.
Yeah,
we do have to match the result. No. Sorry, no. What I'm saying is we have to. What I'm saying is, although we're ahead, if we
need to win. We don't need to win by a certain amount of goals.
Sorry. Well, or if we both draw, we're still top because we're head.
Yeah, I don't think they will draw though. I think Juventus will win.
No, I don't think they will. That's what I mean.
By the way, Juventus won 1-0 in the 90th minute versus Zenit.
Yeah, exactly. And Malmo are just rubbish. So
Zenit's a poo.
Yeah. So, but I expect it to be a very tough game as well. But that heated stadium though is a leveler. I will say that. The heated stadium is a leveler though. I will say that, man.
Would you guys be surprised if Tuchel plays Ziyech in pivot?
No.
Yes.
Yo.
I wouldn't, because we don't have any players. They're all injured, man.
No, you
Arsenal
won't
FC,
make
bro.
I like Ziyech as a 10.
No, stop
I like
it.
Ziyech as 10.
This guy don't know ball.
Stop this, man. I don't want to hear stuff like this. You're making me worry about tonight, guys. Some of these predictions of your lineups, man.
Free Billy.
Sar and
bro,
Sal is your left wing. Are you sure?
You never know. We don't have any players. They're all injured, bro. They're all injured. We don't have any
You've got
players.
Rudiger. Why would you play Sar if you got Rudiger? Like, I don't get it. Why would we have Sar and Sal?
Rudiger needs to rest, like I keep saying.
Yeah, he's too tired.
He can rest at Real Madrid.
At Spurs, apparently. Apparently Spurs.
He can rest behind Militao on the bench.
Against Leeds. We
Yeah,
need
he can
a
rest
good place against Leeds.
By the way, what if Rudiger get like we can sell Rudiger in January, or let him go
That's not
free
happening.
on forgotten. I didn't ask you nothing. I'm
That's
saying,
not
what if
happening.
Rudiger is get it sold
It's not
in
happening.
January
Forget it,
versus
don't even
summer?
say. It's not happening.
Go
He's gonna
on
sign a
free in
pre-agreement. He's gonna sign a pre-agreement, Alex. I think.
I know
Rudiger's
that. I'm
100%.
saying, like, would you take some fee for him now versus let him go for free in the summer?
Depends on the fee, I guess.
I would say yes, as long as you could get somebody quality in for the rest of the year, or you could get your summer target in January for the same price.
Marina is very
He's
good
got a
with selling and
pre-agreement.
buying
He might get dropped
players.
anyway.
But like when it
Yeah,
comes
listen.
to
If he signs that, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Tuchel sits him.
Yeah, and this is the World Cup year too.
Because he saw what he did with AC, and that wasn't even. That's just because he wouldn't sign a deal that he already has ready to go.
What AC did is personal versus Tuchel.
That's,
Tuchel took it
yeah,
personal.
that's fair. Yeah, I agree.
Because he told Tuchel he signed everything is fine, and then there's a personal versus Tuchel, and I'm glad that what he did against Christensen. I'm glad that he did what he did against Christensen. As much as I
Just
like
shows.
Christensen,
It just shows me Trevor Chalobah's more loyal than Christensen is.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Christensen's dad is a prick, man. That dude is a
So what do you
prick.
mean loyalty? This is your
Get
job,
rid of
man.
this
They
crusty
all
the
are shit.
clown prick. I'm joking.
Hey, Kai. Shut up.
I just winded people.
Talking about loyalty. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry. I
like
wanted
it's not
to get more
Kai,
money.
it's not about loyalty. The problem is Marina. She doesn't care about ethics. She's all about the business. She's really great with the selling and buying players, but
I swear
players
to
who
God,
are
every
in the
time he
club
tells me
with the
something, it's about
contract,
Guys,
it's like
with the
scientific.
contract
Like
situations, she leaves it in the end, and it's not a very ethical. I'm not like it's like
what
a
is
fucking. She should be tried in
Uh,
human rights court.
what is he saying, man?
Like
I would
I
say
don't
it's
know,
a
man.
fucking
Literally,
blasphemy.
I would say
Blasphemy.
she cares
You're
about
not
ethics.
giving
If you look at
contract
the
saying 3
Koundé
billion
deal this
euros.
summer, I'd say she
for the
cares about
amount they're
ethics.
asking.
How did you go to
You're
Marina
not.
from Christensen into a story, bro? What
Guys,
is this?
can we
man?
just go? Can we just go to score predictions, please?
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting a bit bored.
Yeah,
Like,
go
let's
on.
go. Redneck.
5-0 Saul hat trick.
Yes.
There you go, Josh.
2-1 Chelsea.
Declared.
3-0.
3-0 Chelsea. Kai.
1-1. I'm sorry,
Wow.
but 1-1, man. We have too many injuries.
1-1. Fair. Nick Blue.
Yeah, so about Chelsea injuries we have, I'm still going at 2-0. Havertz and Ziyech to score.
Hey guys, it is an early kickoff. I see some people in the chat saying, "Oh my god, I didn't realise it was an early kickoff." It is. It's UK time, 5:45 p.m. kickoff. So
I didn't know 5
you're not UK.
o'clock was early.
Well, it's early kickoff compared to what we usually play, which is later, isn't it? UK time. So yeah. Nick Blue.
Yeah, I said 2-0 Havertz
sorry,
and
mate.
Ziyech.
Class ref.
Goalless, bro. 0-0.
It has to
0-0.
be 0-0. Has to be a
Nil-nil.
Even after your awesome formation.
What are you saying, Dan?
1-0 Chelsea, positive. Let's hope you get it.
W.
That's not much of positivity.
1-0 Hudson Odoi.
I said a win, shit.
Winter Surfer.
Wait, how can Hudson score a goal from the bench, bro? I don't get it.
He's our best player. What do you mean?
Best player. He's got
It
3
doesn't
goals
matter
all
if he's
year.
on the bench, bro.
Nah, respect us on the door, man.
Show respect.
Yeah, man, show respect, bro.
Show respect to Timo Werner.
We are shown respect to the bench.
1-0
Yeah,
Timo
stop trying to
Werner.
sneak Timo
The only
Werner
player
in,
that's on
man.
the bench is Pulisic.
Hey, you know, the bench in
Yeah,
Zenit
I
has
described
padding,
him
man.
as Hudson Odoi. Both
It's
slices
padded. In
oranges.
Zenit, it's padded, man. So
Always trying to
it's
sneak
comfy.
Werner in, man. Come on.
Winter Surfer. What'd you say?
1-0 Timo Werner.
I'm
There
going
we
with I'm going with a 3-0 Chelsea, a hat trick from Timo Werner, which will bring back to the player that we thought he was going to be when we bought him for £50 million.
Now we can
Stop,
sell
boy.
him for
Jim,
The new
Jim,
Drogba
you've been
and the new
enjoying
Diego Costa
the
of
post snap
Chelsea.
whiskey,
Timo
bro.
Werner, let's go.
Now
Let's
we can
go.
sell him for 60 million instead of 55.
Maybe we sell Mason Mount instead if he scores. You never know. But we'll have to see what happens.
I just want to say one thing. I just want to say one thing before you
Taking
go.
our talents to Liverpool.
Can I just say one thing before you guys leave?
No.
Timo Werner, I love you, bro.
Oh my god.
Why did
That's-
we let him do
Somebody
it?
screen
Why did-
record it, please.
That's a
Love,
restraining
love,
order, you know.
I
Love,
love you
love.
too.
Next time, make sure you have your clothes on when you say that.
No,
Oh,
wait, you know what's funny? You know what's funny though, Christoph? You love him. He doesn't even know you exist. And if he did, that's a restraining order, bro.
Oh,
Oh my god.
That's
pretty
what
sure it
Johnny has on Mount. Restraining order.
minerals.
I love-
Respect the
I
middle.
love
Oh,
the-
my
Respect the
word.
middle.
Yeah,
Strip
the
Bear with the
last time when
donation. Big up for the donation, Strip Bear. She's saying Werner and Lukaku want to see the man cry, is what she's saying too. So I'm assuming she's going 2-0. Yeah, on that one. Big up to her for the donation. Everyone's laughing in the chat. Clip that is what people were saying. Clip that.
Oh, we're clipping. Believe me, we're clipping.
Guys, continue to smash the like button. Subscribe to GNA TV. We will be doing the review show tomorrow as normal time for this game. Hopefully, we're all smiling and happy and not here moaning and being upset and whatever else. that
Someone
can
will
get
moan
you.
about something, don't worry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Get heavy jackets because it's gonna be cold watching.
yeah, make sure you put your jackets and your hats and your gloves on wherever you are as well while you're watching this one. It's -40, isn't it? Redneck over there, 40
Yeah,
degrees.
man. St. Petersburg's cold as hell,
Free
man.
Gilmore.
Not in that heated stadium though. It'd be nice and toasty.
Doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter, man. That's why they had it at 6, man. St. Petersburg's cold as shit, man. I used to live there, man.
Do they have radiators
Yo,
around the pitch?
it's 20 degrees inside,
All right,
man.
boys,
But
I gotta
close the
move
roof
in.
and turn the
Gotta
heat
go.
on.
Catch you
Yeah,
later.
Dan. Catch you in a bit,
Later,
bro.
Dan.
Yo, remember, it's the Gazprom. You know what Gazprom company is? It's the gas that produces the heat.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys, talk to you all in a bit. I'll see you again tomorrow. Make sure that you follow Kai on KH No Filter Football. Who else has got a channel here? I'm trying to
Fuck
look.
Verda.
Classic has a
Okay.
channel.
Fuck you. That's what yeah. Smash the likes. I'm only joking, W. I do love you, mate. You are a funny guy.
Love.
Just because you don't like any of the Chelsea strikers, I do think it's.
Nah,
He doesn't like any of the Chelsea players other than those, man.
Yeah, you
But
don't
that's not
like
a striker,
Lukaku
bro.
or Werner. There are out and out strikers.
Next time, stay away from the fizzy drinks, before you come on. That's all.
I like Hudson Odoi. He's our best player.
He only likes Hudson Odoi. No one
Hey,
else.
people, follow Classif on his Instagram, jiggly German balls, you know. It's a special edition for Christmas, bro.